Hey, it's my second live stream today. That's right. We're not going to be talking about the UAP files now, though. We're going to be talking about this show in general, the Friday show, and what can we do? What can we do to change things up a little bit? I wanted to make it kind of old school. We used to do on SEN, and we used to do this on Schmoes and some of the other shows. We used to get you guys involved and say, "Hey, what do you guys want to see from the Friday shows, kind of moving forward?" Because we're changing things up a bit, and I wanted to get your thoughts. So, for those people who are showing up for this is really important. For those of you who don't, I need to you guys talk about Spider-Man's underwear. All right, fine. Then that's when you're going to click on it. Then thanks for being a part of it. But if you're actually going to be a part of it today, then thanks for being here. And let's get into it. Let's get into the show with myself, Winston, and Chris Carr. It is the Friday show. Please be part of this conversation.
Please, please. Please.
Thank you guys so much for being here. As always on the Friday show, Winston A. Marshall is here. Chris Carr is also here, and we are back together again at long last. Yeah, guys, I was thinking about it. It's just like this could be a fun show to really shoot the shit. And I think for me, I've always thought, look, movie news and stuff is fun. And I like talking about with you guys because it's all what we're really passionate about. But I just feel like the format all the time is a bit tired unless there's really something to talk about, right? Like if there's big news that we want to discuss, and it's a trailer that comes out and we want to break it down and want to go into it, but like just forcing movie news story because that's what we used to do when we were on Collider, it's like and look, and I'm not, first of all, Campy has made an art out of it. And he's great at it, and that's what he does, and that's what his strength is, and he does it all the time. That's his thing. So I'm not by no means I'm not taking a shot at him and his show. Like he's brilliant at it. For me in specific, I never was the person that was like, we got to do movie news all the time, every day. I like adding the comedy element to it. I like adding. That's when we started Capes and Cowls back in the day. It initially was a rewatch show where me, Winston, and Corey were rewatching these movies that we liked and talking about. And then we realized, well, it's like if we're doing Toy Story because that movie's coming out, but nobody really cares, we got to do something else. So we figured we turned it into the comic book news story. But even back then, it was a different type of show. We would talk about a couple of the news shows, and then it would be like comic book stuff, and then we would just kind of riff. And as the virtual thing kind of changed up, the format and stuff too.
I'm sorry, yo. Just yes, nice here.
Sorry, guys.
What is that?
Her French press.
My French press. I'm going to drink this entire thing. Yeah, this is what I do every show, you guys. I drink an entire one of these. That's why I'm so mad.
Jesus.
Jump out the window.
Yeah.
So we but anyway, so we're thinking like, we're Monday we do movie news, Roke and I, but it's kind of like almost like a news debate show because the two of us have like a just have that relationship we've had for so long. Tuesday's off the wall because Mike and Roxy in the comedy, you just never know what you're going to get there. And it's like for the first 20 minutes, it's just us trying to figure out if Mike knows what planet he's on. And then Wednesday, now Smets has turned that into a game show. Thursday and Friday, I just want to figure it out because I love the personalities that we have. And I'm so happy that Chris is on the channel. Winston's been with me since we started this channel. Even before I was even on this channel, Winston was on this channel doing a show.
How about that?
Yeah. So, I mean, Winston really is the first person to ever even do a live show on this channel. So, I want to figure it out because I think we can use the comedy side of it. What can we do? And I want to talk to the audience about it too. Winston, I know that you and I briefly talked about it. Anything you think that Fridays could be interesting? Because we want to get those, like, I'm talking about the UAP files today.
Sure.
Getting that out there. And because what did you guys see what happened today?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, I did not.
I opened up my email, Kristian, and I immediately was just like, he's gonna lose his mind. And then I saw that you were going live about it. I was like, okay, great.
It was coming. I mean, it's crazy to me that you've heard about it though, Winston.
Yeah.
Specifically the last like 24 hours. No, I haven't.
It's insane to me. It's insane to me. Not on you in general, but it's insane to me. That's not everywhere that you go. Like it's insane. Like that the government is actually releasing UAP and UFO files.
Oh, they are.
Yes. Publicly.
Because I know that there had been a lot of like back and forth. I know there had been like random
there's and as we knew, and I covered it on the show yesterday, I knew that there was going to be a thing where it is, you can make, there's a lot of kind of grainy footage and other things too that are coming out, and things that there are other people who are talking about it right now, saying that the second drop is going to be the one that really starts turning people's heads. But nonetheless, I do that stream today, and I doubled it up with the other channel, and we had something like 1,500 live viewers, right? We consistently, to get, like, right now this is different, 280 300 viewers, because we put Town Hall on there, and people, I don't know what that is, and they go and they want to watch, that's fine. But I want to get to a place, because the banter and everything else too, where this is not a number that we see. We do this because we can't sustain doing a live show on Fridays of 300 400 people and make it make sense monetarily, having both you guys on me. So we got to figure out a way to build it up. So Winston, anything that we were talking about in general you think that could work, that the audience might enjoy, that we do on Friday?
I mean, I really liked the idea we were kicking around of kind of like a pardon the interruption, like, almost like topic comes up, we're on the clock, and it doesn't always have to be like news related stuff. If literally it's, Chris, had drank an entire French press, like 30 seconds. Let's see what happens when the crack kicks in. Like, I don't like, I think the idea of
how do you know
adding,
what my caffeine blend is?
That's right.
I didn't tell you about the crack.
I mean,
Trade Coffee's got a new flavor.
Logan told me the last time I was there. Okay, bye. Just like no, but I like, like I understand that Kevin really is doing, that Smets is really doing, like the kind of game show element, but I liked the idea of adding some sort of like randomizing and or gamifying a little bit, but like obviously not to step on his toes, but something in that kind of realm. And especially knowing that, I mean, I guess everybody on this show is an actor, but like knowing that Chris is full of voices as a VO artist and everything else like that too. I mean, I think even adding that kind of element of the number of different voices that the three of us can do would also like put an interesting element into this too.
I mean, I think that's kind of Chris where I was leaning on too, with adding more into the comedy and the character side of it. But I would also want to change like the lower thirds and the way things are designed, and do some things where it's like more segment show things that we have. It's like, okay, let's say Chris comes up with Kooky Caroline. Kooky Caroline's going to give you a breakdown of the latest going on in, it could be comic books, but it's not Chris Carr's Kooky Caroline. And something, and then Big Balls is going to have a thing with this person, and then this person, and it's like a character based, almost like, I don't know, variety show. I don't know if that's the answer to it. I'm just saying there could be something different, using what Winston's saying, a more character driven, fun back and forth thing that's not just, okay, Chris, what do you think about the fact that Avengers Doomsday is coming out? Is it going to hit $1 billion? We already covered that, and it's not fair to you guys, because it's like at that point when we get there, you guys have all the kind of stale news, and it's not fun because you guys have so much personality to it.
I mean, you can ask Chris, and I did an experiment on it on my channel, but like people really apparently enjoyed my crackhead commentary when Luke had us cover the Clayfish trailer and try and go beat by the stuff, but I was concerned. I was like, I can't, if I play this audio, are we going to end up in an issue with like a strike? And he's like, probably. So I cut all of the audio. We just played the visuals. And then I was essentially responding to every single thing I was doing on screen as if I were on crack.
Yeah. What a ridiculous comment this is. This makes no sense. No me. Just Winston and Chris. How do you save money? I'm not paying myself. How do I save money? It makes no sense. It has to be a joke. There's no way that was a serious comment. I mean, because what you could do, the other option is, because if you do look, the comedy aspect of it, because we could try a comedy show and do the characters and everything too, and have a segment where it's like, okay, it's Chris's segment. She's gonna do that. We add music to it. We do that. We run the whole thing. Then we can even pre-tape some of it, put it in there, then do the live questions at the end. We could always do something like that. We'll run into the same problem if after 2 months, you got to give it time to breathe, that it's not performing. Sure. Right. The other option potentially is that, because we're gonna have Steph's gonna be taking some time off, obviously, So the other option is potentially moving Chris to Thursday, Winston stays on Friday. I don't know. And this is just, to me, I always felt it's nice and fun to be able to have this open conversation, A, with us, B, with the audience. And I don't know, Chris, so what do you initially, because you got a producer hat on too, so I'm curious, what do you think?
Yeah. Well, so I mean, my background mostly in YouTube is doing deep dives and explainer videos.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know this too, whenever Campia, when I was working there, had essays, I was the one who was writing those typically in his voice and doing all the research. So if people do want deep dives on comic books or things like that, I love doing that kind of stuff. But I love when we do goofy ass things here. I love when we all do the impression challenges that the folks in the chat have us do. And another tiny thing that some people maybe don't know too, this was spoken of, but my last day at Campia, people were writing in ridiculous things to me. And it was I bet you can't do this. And it would be things like work in the word platypus into a discussion.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's just weird little challenges like that we can do to kind of like involve the chat a little bit more. Because you guys are fantastic. The ones of you who are in this show, not only every week, but every day, you know, especially the folks who are super involved in our Discord, they love the interaction and they're steering the ship. You know, ultimately, I feel like we're everyone's cruise director, right? We can offer you guys some excursions, but y'all should pick out the destination ultimately. And so if it is getting us to play more and doing some like weird one-off stuff, just kind of riffing off of each other, I love that kind of thing. I think it's great. And the more I can utilize my weird skill set of sound like tiny woodland animals, the more somewhere my parents will be proud of the education they bought me.
100%. I mean, look, there's something fun about that, right? Where we can do like, I love the deep dive idea, where it's like, okay, deep dive on this, and maybe it's like, because that way it gives you time. Because I've always given you the credit. No one will be upset by me saying this. Well, Roxy also, but you and Roxy are the two most prepared people on this show.
She watches everything.
But not just that, you're always early. You always send in, when you always respond to emails right away. It's like you're better at that than even Roxy is. Like when it comes to responding and everything too. But when it comes to research and that, I would feel very confident if you're like, hey, listen, deep dive this weekend. Why don't we focus it on? I'm just the first thing comes to mind, Star Trek movies, right? Whatever it is, and you're saying the deep dive or whatever the deep dive is, right? And whatever that deep dive is for that piece that you do up top. Then from there, we can then use some of our characters to then also dive in whatever the theme is for that show, right? So let's, again, using the idea of Lord of the Rings, right? Will there be, the fact that you're going to deep dive into the fact of, we got news, and you could come up with something completely different what I'm saying here. I'm just saying, like, Aragorn, we just found out is so-and-so. So here's the history of Aragorn. I'm going to deep into Aragorn. Guys, what we also thought about is what happened if Big Balls was cast as Aragorn, and then you have like a little thing of Aragorn and your Big Balls Aragorn, and you can go back and forth, and we kind of write it out, and then it'd be like, oh,
I would have followed you to the end.
Right. Right. And so you have a thing where you can do that, and it's like, but if you're structuring that out, and you come up with an idea to where it's almost like essentially your own Saturday Night Live on Fridays, to where you guys are producing it. I'm cool with that if that's something along those lines where we try to do something like that. And I'm also not naive to the fact that people don't like change and don't click on things that are different. So it's going to be a little bit before we start doing that. But I also think that'll give Kevin some time to clip out some shorts from that stuff. B, it'll also allow us to you put like clips on the channel that might pop better than some of just the movie clips. So that might be something that's interesting.
Because that was one of the things that I've noticed specifically about how a lot of the YouTube landscape and podcasting landscape is evolving, is a lot of the stuff that happens to be popping right now is either stuff that's directly tied to major pop culture moments or such like water cooler ridiculous shit. Like I saw there's this one podcast, these two dudes are stupid as shit, but they're hilarious, where one goes, I can taste the difference between each of the Fruit Loops. And someone goes, no, you can't. It's fucking artificial. And then they literally did a blind taste test of the Fruit Loops. And this man actually was able to guess each individual color.
Yeah.
But it's little things like that that people are like, they pop off and go viral. And people are like, this is hilarious. I have to watch this show every week. So
well, listen, like even when we did something along the lines of when it was me, Roxy, and Brett, and we watched like when Gary Busey like ran into somebody with his car and then ran away, right? And we watched that clip and we put it on Shorts and we put it on YouTube. Did very well in general, but there could be something incorporating that with some of the characters as well. So it's like, you know, Wilson, if you come, Wilson, if you had a character named Wilson, and Wilson and Wilson or little Win, and if you know, we did a thing where he's like, Little Win's going to be doing some of the viral videos today, and he pops up and he does the thing, and then you know you have that segment. It's almost like a little bit of a character variety type thing, and we still give the audience within that 45 minutes to 50 minutes to put in questions and anything else too, because they can start to suggest things for next week and other characters that they want, like Chris was saying, the characters that they want to see. Could Chris Carr do a character that does this next week? And it's like, well, I can try, and then we come up with it, and it's almost like they're designing it, so it gives them more creativity to play with us as characters too. So maybe there's something fun that we can start to do with that Friday can turn into more of that. And again, we're not abandoning the movie news aspect, because if there's something huge that drops on Friday, we could then say, you know, Chris Carr can look at it and say, hey, I'm going to start the deep dive segment off with the news that so-and-so was just cast in Harry Potter, and I'm going to do a deep dive into Harry Potter on this character or whatever it might be. And then that, I don't know how much turnaround time you would need, Chris, to do that, but does any of this sound fun?
To me, yes, but that's also because I'm like, you're gonna let me research? Oh, I'm really good at
nerd.
I'm gonna let you.
I know how to party.
I'm gonna let you guys take over this, because the other thing of it too is because Fridays, as people have been able to tell, sometimes are hard for me because I'm doing because Sam comes in at that time and we're recording reaction, so it needs to be something that you guys would be able to even do if I'm not here. And this format, you guys could do this blindfolded. So with both your backgrounds on comedy and everything too, and the knowledge of it. But I think that if we opened up again with, you know, the intro, but I think even the intro doesn't have to be me doing what I normally do. It's the character that's going to be doing the deep dive. And Chris, I think maybe even coming up with a character that does the deep dive. It's not necessarily Chris Carr that does the deep dive. It's a character that does the deep dive. So if people want to tune in for the character-based shows, because I like the comedy aspect of what we do here, and we should write down, and maybe even Chris to you, and if I'm putting too much on your plate to where this producing side of it, you can say, no, I don't, that's too much. But I think one of the things we can do is if Winston writes down, look, I can do Obama and Lil Wayne, these things, and he puts all the impressions and stuff that he can do, and that allows you to then say, oh, well, what about if we did a segment where Lil Wayne and Gary Busey do this? You know, we can try things, and then the audience, because that's what we did sometimes, you know, with some of these bits on Schmoes and everything, and the audience will tell you, like, that was a good one. We like that. Like when we did the celebrity impression dating game, that worked really well. Audience responded, so we kept doing it. Audience will tell you that didn't work, and then you move on to the next thing. It's just something that we try. It's almost like a new variety show that we try on Fridays that allows us, and it makes us want to do it more.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's the main thing is obviously, you know, I see that the super chats are coming in. I'm curious to hear what some of the audience is feeling, and I think the thought process that you have of like, you are absolutely correct. People tend to not like change, so there is going to need to be some breathing room to figure out what it is and what, like, where to continue to move, because you'll even get a scenario where just one day you do something kind of special and the numbers explode, but then you try to do that thing again and then it doesn't like hit. So yeah, I'm curious what they're saying, and then we just got to give ourselves some runway for you know, take off.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, Chris, even, and the beauty of it is too, like, look, when you're looking for a story that hoping people are going to click on in the beginning, you got to try to find the one that might not be that I'm not juiced to it, but lead, like Avengers Doomsday says that there might be a superhero in it. You're like, all right, go with that one, because no one's going to click on Martin Scorsese's next 3 movies. and clearly that's the better story, but that's the world we live in when it comes to movie news. But if we're doing something where Fridays is always the deep dive, and we call it Deep Dive Fridays or whatever it might be, and the name of the show is called Deep Dive, right? And it's we could change it tomorrow, but I'm just saying, if it's Deep Dive Friday and you know that you can lead with the big IP every time, but you're going to actually dive deep into it, write something that can go into it, and the whole theme of the show will be comedically around that IP, and there could be stuff that we do around Star Wars, or we do around Toy Story, or we do around whatever it might be, and some will hit, some will miss, but it might be Deep Fried Friday is pretty funny. Someone wrote.
I love Deep Fried Friday. That's fried gold.
Deep Fried Friday. That is funny.
Yeah, so maybe it's something where you got. Yeah, go ahead, Chris, please.
Oh, I was going to say, with those deep dives, and this also, production, please let me know if this is too much. They can have a fun kind of different layer to them too. Of if we do a deep dive, getting you ready for Spider-Man Noir, and we're all noir characters that day, and we go through the thing, and our cameras are in black and white, and we just kind of lean into some like weird, Humphrey Bogart bananas nonsense, just weird little things like that, so that you still get the comic book news and everything that I know some people in the Discord have said they would like to continue, but that way things aren't stale. Or, like Rob and I used to do, where we do our kind of weekly roundup. And a lot of times it just became like, hey, we already reported on that news, but can we now do a deep dive on how we feel about it, what we would have changed instead? It becomes more of a debate or a versus.
I would much rather that. I think that's more interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's more interesting than,
an idea, stealing this blatantly from my husband, that he's talked about a lot and that I think is so funny, and we do this all the time in our house, is In Defense Of. And it's kind of like it's like a version of Hear Me Out.
Yeah.
But it basically is, Bulbasaur is the greatest Pokemon starter of all time, and here's why you're wrong. And it's more of a courtroom situation where the two of us just debate each other like that, and it'll be like, Your Honor, no, a Charmander clearly is the way to go. And it's just dumb stuff we do to entertain ourselves.
I like that. My only issue is what I want to make sure that we did with that, again, would have to be character based, because I wouldn't want to step on Movie Fight's toes, because they've kind of had the market on that. That's what they've done for, as far as they'll take a thing that you clearly wouldn't argue, but you have to, because that's the position that you had. So it's like, it's like me arguing why Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie. And I would have to do that. And it's like, that would be painful for me, but in order to win, I would have to try to get the point.
I mean, but that would actually be really interesting, because I would love to see your brain try and do.
I know, but I'm saying that's why that's Movie Fights. But like, when you do, and that's been, like I said, then they're back, and I don't want to step on their toes in any means. However, that doesn't mean that you couldn't do something along the lines of a sketch where it's like, okay, again, using whatever character it is, Richard or Charles, let me tell you why Last Jedi is the best now, and he's like, because Luke had to drink the blue milk. It made him strong and give him muscles. And someone's like, that's the stupidest. And you can then have a character going against them, telling him, and they're debating it. Then it's like, okay, you're not necessarily really trying to do a movie fight. You're doing these characters trying to figure out. And by the way, I wrote, speaking of Charles, Winston, are you still in touch with Matthew Reed?
Sort of.
We need to he needs to be part of this show. I was listening on the way to work today, and I put randomly on, let me see if I can find it, because I just put this on my music today, Matthew Reed made a song about Charles, because Chris,
I remember that.
So Charles is a character that it kind of started in high school, but it was like sitting on the bus. Now you know. I'm talking to my friends. Now you know. And this whole thing. And Matthew Reed made a song about Charles, and it's really great.
I can't get over the fact that we both have a Charles character, and they're so drastically different.
Here, listen to this. Hold on. So good. Wait till the actual thing goes down. I was like, when it starts kicking in, I was like moving in my car to it. It's bad. It's so good. It's so good. And I would love to get
Yeah, because I randomly, it was like his birthday like a couple months ago, and I just randomly just wished him a happy birthday, and we caught up for a bit. So yeah, I can reach out to him.
I would absolutely love that, because he made a So Sorry Lex song that was really good too. And I think that if he's watching the show on Fridays and becoming more in tune with like who the characters are that we start doing, that maybe he can start making songs, and we can even put some some animated stuff behind it and other things too, that we can really turn this into, like I said, a variety kind of comedy show for 45 to 50 minutes.
Absolutely. And look, David B is my boy. I have nothing but love for him, but my boy Matt Reed made the greatest song that ever was for the Schmodown, bro. That swag, drip.
Yeah, he was very talented. Him and David B. I don't know if I think there's an argument to be made if he made the best song of all time. I know you're biased. But David B made some
David B made some absolute bangers.
David B was the John Williams of Schmodown.
Yeah, well, and then Matthew Reed is like some like minus the the Nazi stuff, the Kanye West of it, in the sense that his producing and his rapping is actually very, very good.
Great. I mean, really, really good. I wish I could find the So Sorry Lex. The So Sorry Lex song is
So Sorry Lex was great. Is it not? Is it nowhere? It's like still just waiting on YouTube?
No, I have it. I just don't know if it. Every time I try to bring it up, play So Sorry Lex. No, I can't find it. I have to. When I was trying to do this, let's see if I can find it. I tried to find it last time. You know what? Maybe is it in my, I think I know where it is. So you know what? Let me look for it in a second, and we'll keep thinking. You guys keep asking questions. Any ideas that you guys have, by the way, things that we're going into this format with, please put them in the super chats. We're going to get to them at the end here. But let me tell you guys about our friends over at Rougiette. And then we'll be back to keep talking about this. So let's get into it. Here is Rougiette. Again, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Life comes at you fast, man. When you're busy, and things just kind of land when you're not expecting it. And it all happens like at once. Doesn't matter if it's work, relationships, everything else that you have on your plate. You want to know that you can show up when it counts. And that includes the bedroom, everybody. Things aren't working the way that you used to. You don't have to accept it. Rougiette. They have treatments that can help you get hard, stay hard as long as you want. Where there's occasional trouble or something that's been building for a while, their doctors work with you to find what fits your body. Their best-selling treatment, which is Rougiette Ready, it combines 3 clinically proven ingredients in 1 minty dose that dissolves right under your tongue. It increases blood flow and primes your brain for arousal, so you're ready physically and mentally. Most men are good to go in about 15 minutes, with effects lasting up to 36 hours. Timing is your issue. Rougiette has Go Long, which is a 2-in-1 treatment that helps you get hard, stay in control when you finish. Over 400,000 men have already made that switch to Rougiette. Getting started is very simple. Rougiette connects you with a board-certified doctor online, and treatment ships discreetly to your door. You head on over to rougiette.com/Kristian. You will get 15% off of your ED treatment. That is RUGIET.com/Kristian for 15% off. Rougiette, performance medicine for men. All right. Thank you to Rougiette. Really appreciate them being here. As we said, if you want to keep the show going, you want to support the show, you want to keep these things and these ideas going, please head on over to our sponsors and get them today. All right, Winston, any other ideas that were, coming up here that we're thinking of? Maybe something outside the box, maybe something with this. What do you think?
We mentioned bringing back Matthew Reed. and some of the music he was doing, because now even my brain is going, like, I know Screwface watches this all the time. I'm like, for some reason now I just have like a rap battle in my head. Like, I know that sounds ridiculous, but I think I'm just thinking in terms still of, as you kind of mentioned, the variety or like the improv of it all, because I feel like at the peak of its powers, whenever any version of this show, whether it be Collider Live or SEN Live or The Big Thing or any of this, whenever they're just riffing, whether that be improv or just shit talking, that's when this is at the peak of its powers. That's when I feel like it's the best.
That's why I want it to be structured, and that's why I want Chris to really run point on it, because I think that if it's like, Chris, if essentially you're like the Lorne Michaels of this thing, where it's like, okay,
a comparison I've received all my life.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like, hey, guys, let's try this format and try to run, and I'm okay with you going, hey, and after we do this first 8 minutes, I'd love to do a thing where Arnold and so does this, or you come out and do this thing, or maybe we do a music side of it, and you'll start using the tools that we have that, okay, can we get Matthew Reed to do a song for this one, so then we can do this or that? Maybe we just start utilizing the tools that we have. Maybe there's certain artwork that we can look at, and we can have an email set up to where fans can submit art. Like, here are the craziest photos that they've come up with so far. And by the way, I did find, I'm so sorry, Lex, I got to play it because it's such a
you got to do it, because I've been scouring. I can't find it.
I have it. I'll send it to you. So for people who don't know, this is the kind of the idea, right? There was a guy that was in the comment section. I had called him out or whatever too. Nothing's changed. And he said something along the lines of, his name is Lex, and he said something along the lines of, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. They're not even talking about Star Wars yet. All they're talking about is bullshit and their lives. Nobody cares. So we went off on him and said, go scratch your ass. We're not talking about this stuff. This is what the show is. So Matthew Reed made a whole song about it, and it's just it just is incredible. Hold on.
I know this year alone, there's so much going on, and it's easy to get distracted from what really matters. People getting killed, all that shit is nothing compared to the tragedy that occurred today on September 23rd, 2020. A man was separated from the movie talk he cares so deeply.
I'm sorry. They say that's the show. Lex, you knew better. They talk about movies, no. So by stealing all your cheddar. I'm so sorry, Lex.
Sorry, Lex.
They ain't got no respect.
Sorry.
It's damn near 10 o'clock and they even haven't touched the Star Wars yet. All the success only comes from luck. Take that letter and fold it up, shove it up your ass, Lex. We don't really give a fuck.
I'm so sorry.
This boy, you do a shit, boy. You better worry about your damn self, talking all that shit, boy. Might you get you hit, boy. We don't give a single fuck what you think. You a dick, motherfucker, shut your face. I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but you should have known from the start. The show's about Fauci and Fox. Put on the heat cause it's cold in the dark. Might as well take you right back from the stars. When Ellis is done, got it shredded apart. Needless to say, the show ain't for the faith is a heart. Collects you a bitch, but thanks for your thoughts.
God damn it, he's so good.
He's so good.
Oh shit, he's so good. What he does at the very end, he says, and we brought it back up, and Ben Bateman came on and said something like, sorry, Lex, and he used that sample. Let me see. Here. This is the end. Yeah, you can hear Bateman. So sorry. It's really good. Anyway, he's very talented. I hope we can get him back.
Absolutely. Because you know what I actually use as whenever I stream, if I take a minute to go to the bathroom or answer the door or whatever, that second season of Swag, he came up with another theme, and you're like, we're gonna keep the original, but that second one, I think he called it Swag 2 Electric Boogaloo. So good. Like, he is he's
so good,
man. Oh my god, he's good.
Yeah. The other thing that we're going to be doing, I mentioned this yesterday. I told Chris and Winston about this before we started the show. We're going to, for how it's going to work with the bonuses in general for everybody too. Normally what we did do, and we still do a number, right? So, like, for example, Winston and Chris today are trying to beat Steph at 107 is what she's at right now. So they're trying to beat they're trying to beat 107. Now, today, the way it'll work is that they hit 108, they win. Moving forward, 108 would put them in a good chance to win. But then on Sunday, I'm going to look and see monetarily out of the shows which one did the best. And then the person or persons will win that way. Because, to be honest, there's been quite a few times where Roka has gotten, let's say, 70 questions and someone hit 102 questions. But Roka won that week because someone put in, a higher super chat that day, and Roka was in it. So I think that, to be fair to people, we're gonna do it that way, but that's not yet. That's just something in the future. But anyway, right now you're at 40. That's pretty damn good with only 35 minutes. So I'm trying to figure out like what else we can do. Chris, are you, first of all, and this is what I want to make sure that as we're coming up with this thing, as we're trying to get things moving again on the numbers and everything too, that you're okay with. I know you like doing the research and stuff too, but that I want to make sure that you're okay, you and Winston are okay with, like, this is the format, this is what we're going to do, and then you're sending the notes out, and we'll just follow your lead.
Oh my gosh, any chance to be bossy? I mean, show leadership skills? Yes. My whole life. My one caveat is our timing is perfect here. Your girl booked the lead into play, which is really exciting. We love.
Dude, you booking shit too?
I love
yeah,
that.
I booked. What else did you get, man? You're doing like national commercials and all.
I'm gonna be quiet because I'm not gonna step on your toes. I can wait my turn like a good person.
You already did.
That's okay.
I get excitable, Kristian. I booked a feature, man.
Nice.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So
that's great.
Well, here we go. There's another thing too.
Yeah.
News we want to say, and you can have character. Winston, you should have that character, by the way. Like, I'm not going to step on your toes, but every time he just does it anyway. He just continues to do it. I mean, he doesn't mean to, but so, oh no, I'm sorry, you go. And say, oh, but did I tell you? So, like, just keep breaking. Just keep breaking in there.
ADHD Allen.
Yeah,
he just out here just stepping on people's toes and shit.
But Chris, so you are doing a play.
I'm doing a play. I'm doing 2 video games starting this week, which is really, really exciting. So we love that. But as we've talked about so many times, none of these jobs pay me well, but it's crazy hours.
Yeah.
But at least the play is just rehearsals Tuesday through Thursday evenings, and then I'm done by June 21st, I think. It's a really quick run. So that would be my only little caveat here is I'm going to be trying to memorize a whole bunch of stuff. And so I would just need extra hands on deck between me and Winston, which I think is very feasible.
It's not too much of a caveat because there's no world where we'd be able to launch, if we want to do this right, there's no way to launch a format like this in 1 to 3 weeks.
Perfect.
You've got to make sure that I want it to run like a TV show. I want it to look at, I also don't necessarily know if we'll use StreamYard. Like, I'll use StreamYard to broadcast it, but I think that we can then do that other program to where we do it OBS to get better looking graphics, better things, cut back and forth to make it easier for us, to make it look better for the audience. And that'll take a little bit of time too. Luke and PLD's heads are just spinning around right now. They're just spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, because I have not mentioned any of this to either one of them. And PLD has been very, very good about trying to figure out, what are we doing in the future? What are we doing? And so now he pops into this stream and then says, say what? Who's what? He's 100%. Yep. Absolutely. Same with Luke. But Luke will also say that, hey, we got to take a shot and try to do what we need to do, because there's also, and you guys know too how this works too. There's a shot we do this for a month or 2 months and it doesn't work, and we have to just either figure new things out, and or we try it out and it becomes the most popular thing on the channel. But you've got to pivot at times when it's when it is telling you to pivot. You just sit there, it's just going to be a show that is wasting both your guys' strengths, and we just can't do that anymore. So yeah, is there anything else, Vincent? What'd you book? What feature you have to say?
I can't say much. I don't mind talking about the character, but I showed this on Blurds. Let me see if I can pull these photos up really quick, because they're pretty damn funny. So the character itself is a a flamboyantly gay, like political, like commentator slash influencer, and I just don't really have anything. Like, they essentially told me, imagine if like RuPaul or Billy Porter was on CNN like daily.
Okay.
And I just didn't have any kind of clothes like that. So it became a scramble with like some of my gay friends and my black women best friends. How gay can we make me in the next 20 minutes? Because I don't really have the clothes to do this. And so the outfits that came out of this were kind of ridiculous. So hold on, let me see if I can pull it real quick. But the character itself is great, man. I'm really excited about it. It's easiest way I could describe the movie is if Gone Girl met Christie. And I can't say more than that.
Okay, that's cool.
Kind of the two of those together. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, but that's the thing. So Malenko says, and this is fair. Like I see this, and we'll go through more stuff. Just my friends, I like deep thought theories from movie news based on your host industry experience. I like when funny moments come naturally instead of scripted or intentionally. Yeah. First of all, and I appreciate it. That was a very respected comment and not disrespectful how you said. The only reason it's like I was thinking about this yesterday. I kind of fell into this industry, right? The movie side of things. Like sometimes I when people will be like, "Oh, you were a comedian? You did this?" I was like, "Yeah, this is not what I do."
Right.
I get bored when it's just like, let's just talk about movie news. Let's just talk about this. What's the new person? What's the new comic book movie? I get bored. I'm not telling you have to get bored. I get bored. And it's one of the things like, that it was at Collider. Hey, well, we got to do this. Like, I don't want to do that. I hate that. I hate every day talking about the same mundane fucking shit every day. I hate it.
Dude, the best part of, because obviously I just came in as like a guest at the end there, but like the best part was literally just shooting the shit. The news part was fine. It was the problem, everything else.
If we could just do a shoot the shit show every day, I would. The problem is you cannot get people to click on the videos first of all, second of all, say because of a comment like that, to be honest, because to his credit, and to be humbled, he wants to hear our thoughts on these things. That's why he tunes in, which is fair because that's what we built out.
Yeah.
That's what we built out. And so he wants to hear that side of it and he's not saying don't do comedy.
Right.
He's just saying he prefers when the bits come up and we're in the middle of it as opposed to starting to do scripted things, which I don't think is unfair to say. However, he also hasn't seen us try to do that yet, is the other thing. Now, it just might not be his preference, which is fine. And it might not be anyone's preference, but you won't know unless you try it. No one's going to watch a trivia show with people who are pretending that they're wrestling characters also. And if you take it too seriously, no one will watch it. People said that to me all of the time before I started. You want to do a weekly show where it's really competitive and there's championships? That's stupid. No one will watch it. Okay. Don't listen to people. Try. And I'm not saying that person is saying that. That person wasn't saying that. That person was just saying that that's not their preference. But you just don't know unless you try it.
I agree. That was kind of what I was saying a little earlier, though. At a certain point, I think it's smart to really build out first what it is that we ultimately want that thing to be. And then you just have to give it a little time to figure out if it works.
Yeah. So we'll see. Look, again, shorter show as far as, but we still already have we already have 47 questions.
Dang.
Nice.
So, Gildy, let me know if there's anything in there that I missed. That's the first one. Winston, you gonna say?
Oh, I brought up the photos real quick. So this is probably, so what? It was started here. People have seen this jacket before. I will say, as far as like losing weight, I've never been able to fit these pants.
Nice.
So I finally did that, which was pretty awesome.
Well done.
Essentially, as I asked my gay friends, they were like, "Nah, you just need to like give a vest." And I was like, "That." They're like, "No, see, now you look like you're trying to be like a new age version of the Night of the Rocks."
You look like a DJ at the 70s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then they were like, "Well, maybe show some skin." And I was like, "Okay." And they're like, "No. Like, open the vest up." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And then they were like, "Yeah." But I was like, "No." But I was like, now I just look like I'm going to see Cowboy Carter. I don't like.
Out of all of them, out of all of them, that's out of all of them, that's the one.
That's fantastic.
And then we had this, like they were like, well, it needs to be more professional. So then we started to switch to like kind of like the bow tie look and everything.
Bow tie and glasses works.
Or the scarf. You know what I mean? It like turn one scarf into an Afghan.
Definitely falling into a look towards the end there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we eventually figured it out, but it was very interesting to be like, I legitimately don't have the clothes for this.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do here. So it really just became a kind of transition to figure all that out.
Oh. Well,
I'm a little offended that you didn't hit me up for gay clothes.
No.
My apologies. I didn't even think to do that, Chris. I'm so sorry.
I have such bright wardrobes, and Logan has so many scarves that his mother crochets.
I want to again giving Malenko another shout out here. You're so right, and not squashing. What? There's no world where I would have squashed you for that. You did nothing. You did nothing that warranted that. You brought up your comments respectfully, and you said what your opinion was. Even your response made me consider what I thought was random that I loved on Schmodown. Like Schmodown likely required a lot of hard work and thought behind the scenes. Yeah, I mean it really was. The Schmodown was. I mean, Winston knows it was just like an ongoing machine that people didn't get. My favorite comment, and you still see it sometimes, is like. The biggest morons that I've seen, like the reason it failed is because they started to do wrestling stuff with the trivia and got away from just the trivia. And I was like, then you never watched the show. Then you never watched the show, because in season 1 we did the trial of JTE and Finstock was in a freaking mask like Hannibal Lecter, tied up, and was trying to ask Tiffany to marry him in the middle. That's season 1. Season 2, Roka debuted with the mask. There were feuds. There was all that stuff. The Mance feud. Season 3 was the highest. Season 3, 4, and 5 were the highest rated ones that we ever did. People were getting tackled, thrown through tables, thrown through other things. There was feuds, screaming and yelling, people betraying each other, and that was the highest rated ones that we did. So anybody who says that was just a dope on wheels.
I tell this all the time. My introduction to the Schmodown was completely random. I had a friend who was like, you should come to this taping of this thing. It's like it's become like kind of a big deal. And if you can like meet Kristian and get on or anything like that, like, you know, great set of people. I said, all right. And we went, and it was the match of Lon as the professor.
Cody?
And Cody,
great
and
match.
He gave him a fucking syllabus, like about why he was going to fail at the match. It was
that whole storyline. Well, that whole storyline was that Lon was trying to recruit Cody to be his. We were actually running into an angle, and sometimes angles would change. We were going to run into an angle where Cody went heel and actually became his assistant. We were going to do that. We were going to go through that whole thing, and he was going to be like his heel assistant for like quite a while. And it just, I don't know, it just fell through. But yeah, Lon was a great character. And yes, you watch, that's your first match that you see. And that was in the height. That was the night we were getting 300,000-400,000 views an episode.
It wasn't just that I saw it like on the internet, like I went to, that was the one I went to.
Right. So
for that to be the intro, I was like, what is this show?
Yeah. And it was just so much fun. So anyway. Lon was great, and to be able to find, and I always give Roka the most credit, because I clearly remember driving on a highway back from Collider, calling Roka saying, dude, I'm gonna do this show weekly, and I want you to be like full on, because he knows wrestling. I was like, full on WWE character. We're gonna go with the, I said, you remember when you showed up in season 2 with the hat and the mask? We're just gonna call you the Outlaw, and you're gonna be the Outlaw, and I want you to go full on Steve Austin, NWO Hogan. And he's like, yeah, he's like, just go. I was like, just go. And like, not everybody's gonna get it, but just go. And he took it and he ran with it, because he had so much pushback and people didn't understand what he was doing, because not everybody understood wrestling. So when he would cut these promos and go after people, and so people would get upset, but then people started to catch on. And thank God for people like Finstock and other people who started to get in and play into it. And like Clark Wolf was actually someone who really, really started to get it pretty fast too. And we did, when she was this undefeated rookie and she was going to pick who her team partner was. And then a real story that I found out is that JTE and Bobby Finstock were still partners, but because they had almost won the tournament together. And then JTE sneakily called Clark Wolf to try to get her to be his partner. And I found that out. I think Clark either told me, or I can't remember. So I was like, let's use that as a storyline. and we'll out him, and Finstock will go. It's that Finstock turned into a good guy and joined with Makuga, and that's how the Patriots formed because of that.
I did not know that.
It's a great, that whole thing's out there too. It was great. So like we played into all of those things, and that was fun. But anyway, my point of all of that is that marinates from one little idea that can then stem. So you give something to someone as talented as Chris Carr to do this, and then it might be the biggest show that we have, or it might just be a fun experiment that didn't work. Who the hell knows?
It could be a warm fart on a cold toilet seat, but we'll never know unless we try.
Yes, 1000%. Well, hopefully it's the former. All right, let's get into some of these questions. They're ready. 51 to start. That's pretty damn good on a day like this. I like it. Hey, Mr. CJ, I'll tell you this. Chris is long overdue for an avatar. Just saying. Where's my avatar? That's right. Michael D didn't make an avatar for Chris yet. I'm sure that's being worked on right now. Mike Joyce, idea. Talk about major movies being released each Friday, major movies TV released on streaming this week, and new movies available to rent. I don't think anyone would care. No offense, Mike. I just don't think anyone would care, because I tried that on a few different times, and I was working on that with Koi. We just kind of disappeared into the wind. But I was working on that. We were thinking about doing something like that, and then it's like a matter of the ones that are coming out. Sometimes you get weeks where they aren't, and I really, to be completely honest with you, and I don't know if Chris and Winston would say the same thing, to me, the conversations that we had today have been more intriguing and more fun and more lively than the things that we've been talking about in the movie news over the last couple of weeks, because it's like, yeah, we know Doom might not show his face. We know, Dune and Doomsday are coming out on the same day. We know. It's like, what else is there that we can do?
I was gonna say, I think part of why that got stale is, at least back when we were first doing it, there were way more like projects happening, so there actually was more news to talk about, versus feeling like we're mining what has already been mined
for the whole week. We already talked about it for the whole week. That's the thing. Is like when I talk about it with Roka on Monday, it's like, oh, okay, here's the news, here it is. And then by the time we get to Friday, it's just not. And the comic book movie news, it's not as hot as it used to be. In the same way that when we were doing Sith Council started, because look, Jedi Council was a thing that we did, and it was popular back in the day. And that's when the fandom was all on the same page, right? And then that show just became something. Like I said, if I could go back in time, I would erase it from my resume. But Sith Council was more so of like, my staff have similar to what we do with Capes and Cows. Let's just have a fun banter about Star Wars. We'll talk about these things. We'll review the shows after they come out. And it did well first. But then Star Wars is such a place that no one really cares about it anymore, that they don't tune in when you click in, as great as Maul was. But so if this was 4 years ago, we would have had a show every Tuesday covering Maul. We used to do it for Bad Batch, and it did decent. If a Bad Batch, now you can't. It just doesn't work. And by the time you get to Friday, all the news is gone.
Well, and selfishly, I don't want to speak for Winston, but I know for me, talking about, like, will Doom show his face every single week on end is part of why my enthusiasm begins to deplete. And then you guys, the viewers, are like, why aren't you excited? Because every single week I'm talking to you about the same thing and bringing up my same points. And then it just makes me less pumped about stuff. And I know that's my job, is to talk to you guys about this. But I want to talk to you about new things and things I'm excited about. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but when it's that repetition, it just takes the mickey out of it all and takes the wind out of your sails.
Mm-hmm.
So this, by the way, for this one, nothing. He's getting married. He's running around. He's busy.
Bro, weddings are a bitch. Oh my God.
Married and getting swole. He's on like this crazy fitness thing too. That's like great.
I know. You gotta cut those calories. That's what it is. It's
I did not.
Sam's working out with Ming now, Winston.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she just started. She this is her first week. She couldn't even sit down yesterday. It was hilarious.
She started with the leg day. Oh Lord.
No. Well, yesterday, yes, she's doing the same program I gave you, but but now they're probably actually at the gym right now doing today's shoulders for them. So
okay.
All right, let's see. Next one, Jay Anderson. Most justified villain: Thanos, Killmonger, or Magneto. I would probably say Magneto is most justified after what he went through, in World War II. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would put probably Magneto, then Killmonger, then Thanos.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Yep.
Because you got a good argument for Killmonger, but
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm just gonna give it to Magneto because of age,
Okay.
because he's seen more BS.
Best
Well,
D14.
yeah.
I love rewatching the rewatch reviews you, Coy, and Winston used to do. Any chances we do an MCU rewatch before Doomsday? Let's revisit them. Are you kidding me? I just did a full MCU rewatch with Sam. Have you watched that, Bestie? It's like I can't. I don't do that. That was, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't even done those with Winston and Coy. I would have done full on reactions with the two of them, and we would have done it that way, and then put unedited up to. I just at the time. I'm glad that we didn't, because then Sam found them, and that's how you guys found Sam. But yeah, so no. Just watching the movies and then talking about it afterwards, it's a lot of time. So right now, let me make sure that we have our good friend Ray.
Ray who?
There you go.
Ray.
Okay. What is that? I don't know. What the fuck was that? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to get a sandwich today, finally. Just letting you know. Everybody was very excited about that. I'm getting a hero today.
I'm pumped for you, bud.
Thanks. Is that Luke or PLD? Sometimes your timing, not the best. Matt Krugman. From the Apes topic yesterday, I think the new film will be between War and Kingdom. The group of humans at the end of Kingdom are from a comic run called The Long War. This film may be their backstory. Then we move forward again. I hope you're right. If you're right, that to me, I'm cool with that, as long as we're not jumping outside the timeline or creating a new timeline, rather. That we can't do. We already established all this lore with Caesar and everything else too. But I said yesterday, if it's a different story, not continuing from Kingdom, but it's still related to everything that went down in those Andy Serkis movies, cool. I'm cool with that. How do you guys feel about it?
I never really got past the original trilogy of these Apes movies, so I haven't seen anything
Kingdom yet. There's only Kingdom. Kingdom's only one. There's only one.
Yeah, I haven't seen Kingdom, but I love the others.
Yeah, there's a total of 3 with Andy Serkis, and then there's just Kingdom afterwards.
There was only, that's it. There's only been 4.
4 total.
Well, and then the Charlton Heston stuff.
Yes, I mean there's the one.
No, not the OG, but I mean this current iteration where
you only missed Kingdom.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I haven't seen that. So,
Comic Lover Friday, baby. Kristian, bring the passion when you read this. Welcome back, Winston and Chris. You beautiful sacks of shit. That's been that. See again. This is. I almost want to explain it to you, but then I almost don't want to, because it's like, I know you don't have time to watch the show, but the guy has been sending this in every day to each one of the hosts and writing, you beautiful sacks of shit.
I've been watching. I just don't watch every single day, but I definitely watched on one day, and I definitely watch Roka completely breaking.
Oh yeah. Do you still have that? Do you still have it? I deleted it today.
Because Chris, holy shit.
How many? Who?
Not that.
I know what you're talking about. But have you seen Futug Hami Who?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. That's not. But speaking of Schmodown, and that's PLD looks. I've been playing this all week, and I'll continue to play it because Winston, this was before your time, so I doubt you've seen this clip.
Okay.
Chris has probably never seen this clip. So, have you ever seen the infamous Chadwick Boseman clip from Finstock? No. Okay. So Finstock, who was one of our top heels at the time and manager, he's going up against Matt Nost, who was pretty beloved at that point. There's a big feud between Top 10 and Finstock's stable. So the first question is they ask him about the Damien Chazelle, the director of Whiplash and things. So this is the first question.
3, 2, 1. Tom, what wrong answer did you put?
No, it's the guy who did La La Land, Damien Chazelle, right?
What is it?
Damien Chazelle.
I mean, how's it spelled? How do you spell it?
When is spelling the big deal here?
How did you
I'm saying his name is Damien Casile.
But I mean, how's it spelled? How do you spell it?
Now this is the best one though. This one you're gonna go nuts, Winston.
Chadwick Boseman.
What is it? What are you saying? What are you saying? Hold on.
Chadwick Boseman.
That's incorrect.
Nothing.
Chadwick Boseman is the answer. Chadwick Boseman.
That's what I have. Bosman.
You have Kazakh Bosman. Kazakh Bosman.
I said Chaz.
You said nothing that made sense to anyone except yourself.
Name, right?
No, absolutely not. Do you want to challenge? Do you want to challenge that?
Is Bosman spelled right?
No.
Okay.
All right. So Chazak Bosman is going to be playing nothing.
Wait, what's the answer?
Chadwick Boseman.
I don't know about that.
Do you want to?
It just never gets old.
Oh my god, dude! How did you spell it?
when he throws it, dude, I laughed so hard when he threw that thing. When that thing fell out of his hands, it's just he was comedy gold. I mean, he really was.
Kazakh Bosman.
Kazakh Bosman. Jay Anderson. Keep 2, erase 2. George Lucas, Token, Walt Disney, Rowling. Well, I know what you guys are going to choose. I would probably choose. Out of the keep. I got to keep Lucas. And I got to keep Tolkien.
Lucas and Disney.
Tolkien and Disney.
Wow. All right, there you go.
Completely different answers. Wow.
Yeah. I want a Captain Planet movie. Yeah, that was supposed to happen.
You've seen that original video, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Tree, human tree.
Yeah. So good. Eric Henderson. Hello, Chris, Winston, and Kristian. I went and saw Mortal Kombat 2 last night. I liked it. Slight spoiler, but who had the Johnny Cage Brock interaction like that on the bingo?
That was
bar?
amazing.
Joe, you saw it, Winston?
Yeah, dude. I actually really like that movie a lot. So like,
yeah, it's fun.
If anything, I feel like if Mario was like here, the first Mario and the first Mortal Kombat was here, they did this.
Okay.
Because at least
easily.
Because I feel like Mortal Kombat 2 actually then focused on character development and giving us something to like actually chew on, whereas Mario was like, "Here's fluff." Yeah.
So speaking of fluff, do you want to see how Roka lost it on this guy on Monday?
Chris,
I wish I could see your reaction to it. When you see the clip, you can't see your reaction. So, but I'll be watching. You have no idea what's coming, right?
No.
Battery. Ivor feet. Watch Mall Roka. It's your job, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was too busy fucking your dad all last night, so I didn't get a chance. We know that, right? That's why I didn't come home. You remember that, right? Like, so I'm sorry. I was too busy banging the fuck out of him to watch the last 2 episodes of Mall. But we had a great time. But I will catch it this afternoon and do my job, man. As you send in your cheap ass $2, you cheap motherfucker, probably working a fucking minimum wage job, stacking pork rinds at the AM PM, and you want to come at me, motherfucker. Please go blow yourself, you son of a bitch. I'll take Kristian's dick and knock out your 2 teeth, motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
Kristian, I know I'm not supposed to do this. I was driving home and I had it on, like I had it off to the side, and I just all of a sudden heard him and I said, "Wait, what?" And I pulled over and I saw you fall out of the frame.
I mean, because it was like it just came. It was like the guy just told him to watch Darth Maul. He just told him to watch Darth Maul.
The fact that he had a smile the entire time just makes it more delicious.
Clearly, there was a little bit more there. For battery gets.
The best part was that I told my fiance, and she goes, "He immediately jumped to I was fucking your dad. Not even I was fucking your mom. He went straight to the dad."
Right. Yeah. Put his prison hat on and went nuts. All right, Armada. I want a Don Cheadle. Oh, we did that one already. Okay, so, did we do this one already? We did that one. Okay, this one. Oh, Johnny Petrezza. I wouldn't mind the return of Professor Crow. I'll tell you, I would have to go and look at SEN Live and remember, because I mean, I know where it stemmed from. It was from the woman from my time at the St. Petersburg Junior College. And I'd have to get that character back, because that character was popular. Were you on the show when we did SCN, when we did Crow? You were, right? Yeah, Winston was. It was just a character that I did for a bit, and it was during the pandemic age. That's really when it popped.
Going crazy there.
Yeah, so I have to go back and look at how to do that. Somebody made a SCN live playlist, so maybe there's something that I could find there. And I know that Mike Joyce went through. Mike, did you find anything about Professor Crow? Send me a link, time code. Yoshimitsu, Winston and Chris's chemistry is why Friday is my favorite show. Smets has become real competition. As long as you're together, I'll watch anything you do. I know that's not helpful, but it's true. It's very helpful.
That's very helpful. Thank you so much.
It's super helpful.
I appreciate that because I really like everyone on this channel, but I do think that Winston and I just get along so well because we're also friends in real life. So it's so nice to get to work with him.
Yes,
absolutely, man.
That's why I want to beef this thing up. That's why I want to get this. My goal is to make sure that we can try to get to like 1,000 viewers per episode. Fun show. Clip it out. That's it.
Guys, I just got real quick. I apologize. I just I'm on Do Not Disturb, but you know how the close friends can kind of come through. I just got a text from my fiance because she's unfortunately at her grandmother's funeral.
Oh no.
But she was just like, I thought you were gonna call me last night when you got home, but also we get married in 365 days, man. I get married in exactly a year.
A year from now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
That's really cool. See? There you go. Benzo, viral news show Friday. Like the Rainbow and JP Morgan scandal would drive more traffic just for the titty title alone.
The titties alone. It's literally what all of that is about.
Call it titties alone. I'm not opposed again to scandal things, clips, if we're doing it in characters and stuff too. The Blake Lively stuff, that the JP Morgan scandal, like 100%. Because imagine again, Big Balls talking about the JP Morgan scandal. It's like, and now we're gonna throw to Big Balls, who has his thoughts on it.
Man, I wish that lady was using me for a toy.
Thank you, Big Balls. And that's it. And Chris, I can even see you as a reporter, being really super serious and having thrown. And now we have to throw to a chipmunk with really big balls.
We're live in the field where Big Balls has hard opinions, almost as hard as something else of his.
Right.
Big Balls to you.
But she'll be so subtle about it, but he won't.
No, she'd be talking about my penis.
What do you think about these cannons?
That's right.
Yeah, bring those cannons out, JP Morgan. What we got? I'll bounce off them like a diving board, like Greg Louganis back in the 80s.
Finish him.
Right.
I just want to be like Big Balls parole officer. I want to pop in every now and then as another chipmunk. And you're embarrassing all of us, every single one of us.
Yeah, right. But you got $33 in your bank account, and I'm loaded.
I'm talking for my shit.
That's what. Yeah, he's loaded now. He's an internet celebrity. All right, let's go back to where is it? Crow did that. Okay, Armada. Maybe y'all can highlight a movie for the week to discuss heavily, or even talk about random news stories that are funny. So I think we've kind of come to that decision, right? Where it's to be like Chris will open up with a topic. Because even like take something like the Big Balls news topic that we said, and you can do something where if there's a movie, whatever the movie is, you can try to relate that to almost like. Do you ever watch Mr. Show? Mr. Show. I'm shocked that you've never watched Mr. Show, Winston. You've heard of it.
The name sounds familiar, but
that's crazy, dude. You're a sketch guy.
No, I know. I've
you
never.
Your homework.
Okay. I've seen some of the sketches because this is what made Cross and Odenkirk famous, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's one of the most brilliant sketch shows ever. But the way what they would do, it was so brilliant. No one's ever really done this since. Their last word, or I don't know if you remember this, Chris, but the last word or something from their sketch would lead into their next one.
Mm-hmm.
And you almost tagged in the next sketch, but you could do something along the lines of okay, it's like Lord of the Rings, and there was a big scandal, and so and so did this. Speaking of scandals, and you jump into the JP Morgan thing, or you do it. That's the horrible version of it, but where you can interweave whatever the main topic is that we're discussing. Deep dive this, and you never know what you're going to get inside of this package on Friday. When you open up, could go really super bizarre with crazy characters and everything else too. So just and there could be debates and other things too. that doesn't have to just be characters the whole time. Like you can save the characters, they can pop in. So like I really want this to be you just throwing stuff against the wall and going, let's try this. I think that'll be fun for you too.
Hell yeah.
Jay Anderson, keep 2 filmographies, delete 2. Denzel, Michael B. Jordan, Will Smith, Samuel Jackson. If you throw out Samuel Jackson movies, you're going to throw out half the movies.
I was going to say he's been like, I don't know if anybody's ever looked, but I want to say his total now is almost up to 300 projects or some shit.
You gotta keep him because you're throwing out tons of other people if you're throwing out.
Sam I would say
I keep Sam Jackson and Denzel.
I think you got to keep Sam Jackson and Will Smith. I love Denzel, but I'm thinking about all of those.
Wild West over Man on Fire.
It's not the Wild West of it all. It's the Independence Day. It's the Men in Black
over Malcolm X.
But filmographies include TV, so then that's also Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
General Hospital,
huh?
General
Hospital. I don't need General Hospital.
I'm just saying, Glory. But yeah, no.
Wait, Chris, what did you say?
I'd probably keep Denzel and Sam.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can't get rid of Sam. You can't. It's like you throw out everything.
Yeah.
Wiley, I like when you guys talk about life, but you're not talking about a person like me. I watch daily and support every week, down for everything. I mean, wait, you're not talking about a person like me? I don't know what you mean there, Wiley. I like when you guys talk about life, but you're not talking about a person.
I see. He said, I like it when you guys talk about life, but I understand you're not talking about my opinion because I watch this every single day and I support every week. So I'll go for anything.
Got it. Yeah, look, Wiley, if we could do this, what we're doing right now, and just say, whatever it is, and throw the topic up there, and we can get these numbers up to where it's like, because this is the problem that we have, and I've talked about this, and both Winston and Chris know this too. The problem is that when you put 2 hosts on, there's more pressure on them for the shows to do better because there's 2 people that have to be paid as opposed to 1. And now when you're doing that on one day, it's like, okay, maybe the show didn't do as good, but you're paying 1 person, it's fine. When you're paying 2 people, if the show doesn't do well, then it's like, well, we have to figure out a way for it to do better so we can sustain it. And so I would love that if we were doing 1,000 views an episode and 100 plus super chats and every Friday, there's no conversation. We do that every single time, but we've got to try to change things up because then another thing is we want to try to get some more like viral and short clips for Kevin to play with, and that way because we're getting time codes on this show now too. I don't know how the people are going to time code this out. Leave that to Sam or whoever else is doing this right now to try to. We've got people from our Discord who've been helping us with time codes now, so thank you so much for that. So that would be interesting. I'd like to see what the time codes are going to be for this one. Go Pal. Is Lil Win a marionette like Lil Penny Hardaway? So Lil Win came from, it was me, Roca, and Winston were in studio, and Winston, for some reason, the way the camera was, his chair was really sunk down. So Winston's like 6'1", 6'2", right?
6'3", my guy.
6'3", okay. So it made
why did you roll your eye?
Well, because I didn't remember. But it made you look like you were 5'3".
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. It was hilarious, but it was. But we were doing that. So, okay, let's see. Next one, and we have Comic Book Lover, 68 right now, guys. By the way, doing really well. Wish I was more creative to help in this conversation, but I'm more of a watch from the corner kind of guy. No, not everybody has to be, give your thoughts. We want you to, because we want you to be, it's because you're the ones who are going to be watching it.
If you want to be in the cuck chair of our show,
perfect.
Go with that.
There you go. Okay, next one. And this is Ryan 4050. I don't have time to watch everything on the channel. I'd love to watch more reaction, just no time. Content is great, just a lot to keep up with. That is a point that always needs to be addressed, because there's so much stuff out there that you can't watch everything. And that's the other thing that I'm going to have to do for now, is that we just like, that's why I always tell people, please click on the sponsors, do that. As we're building things up, I'm probably going to lean back on some reactions and other things for now until, we just shot, Sam and I have already shot all of House of Dragon. That's done. That'll be releasing. We've already recorded the first 4 episodes of Andor. We shot the Batman yesterday. And we're going to be watching some of the DC movies. Winston, you'll be happy to hear that after I'm going to be watching a scary movie and finishing up with Ming, but after I finish that with Ming, I'm starting Invincible with him.
Finally.
Yeah. So, because we both haven't seen it.
I still don't believe you though.
Well, I mean, I have to. Well, I'll tell you this: if we put the first 4 to 6 episodes out and they don't do well, then I'll never watch the show ever again. I've been watching 12 Monkeys though. It's awesome. Oh, it's really good. It's really, really good. It's a sci-fi show that came out in 2015. Really, really good. Okay, Joey, there he is. Call it The Dive. The Dive is a pretty good name too. Brand it like diving into an ocean of pop culture. It's pretty good. The Dive is good because go ahead.
Immediately to bar.
Oh, dive bar?
Yeah.
But the reason why I like The Dive also, because if you call it deep dive, then you might just think you're going just into that thing. But The Dive is like you're literally diving into everything pop culture wise. So I don't know, maybe it's something
that's fun.
Something interesting. It's not a bad idea. Yoshimitsu, I love Winston's suggestion of reacting to short viral videos and stories as a segment, definitely. And Chris bringing a deep dive topic to discuss would be awesome. Yeah, that would be good to where we can then say, it's like one of those things too, where you can, instead of, because clearly Kevin has the games that we do, but you could also do one of those things. People do this all the time where the try not to laugh game, and the three of us could have water in our mouths and watch a certain clip that Winston picks out and see if anybody can watch it without spitting the water out. You can try to do something like that. But that's it. Gopal, the video can have the Futag Hami Hu treatment. Oh my god, I almost did it to him, but I didn't. PLD took his hat off, just now was like scratching his head. I almost brought it up. Luckily he has pants on, but I was gonna do. He was like going like this. That was a great image. Some of my favorite bits too is like PLD just randomly popping in like in Tatooine. I think it's pretty great.
Where did that even
come from? Where did that music come from?
Bro, I have the old Roadcaster song. That's the Drunk Brett song.
Oh, that's great.
Because I also have this for when he used to do the
nice. That's the old one, right? True. That's a good one. Man. That's good. Do you have the Charles song on there?
Maybe. Which one? Let's see. No, that's the Anaconda one.
The Anaconda one. That's old school.
What's this?
Oh, this is Bob Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
I got one. Hold on. Start over. I'll do a Bob Dylan.
Okay, here we go.
I haven't done that in a while. Trying to figure out something to do with this show. I don't know. You gotta go pretty close, don't go too far. Who's the producer, man? Hey, yeah, baby, that's the show. It cuts out a little bit.
Yeah, no, good. Let's see. Hold on. Air horn. This is the robot turning on. What is this? Oh, that was the old song.
Yeah.
That's Drunk Brett. What's this last one? Let's see. Oh, and then this is where
you can. Do you go to the other channels?
Yeah. I've gone to the other ones right now because now this is the inner Geekdom thing, and then this is Capes and Cows. What is this?
You need to leave.
We had that on there. That's great.
I bought my Roadcaster used, and so it still has all the sound effects from the previous podcast person.
Oh, you play it.
It's not okay. Some of them are great. Some of them are, Is it going through?
Yeah.
Law and Order?
Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I love that.
You know what that's from?
Yeah, that's from Dexter.
Yeah.
No, that is that one actually from Dexter? Or
that's from Dexter. That's where that's where he comes around the corner. Surprise!
I wasn't sure if there was a guy who does the thing of Dexter.
Oh,
see that guy?
Surprise! Yeah,
surprise! Motherfucker.
What's the other one?
Well, then it gets into weird sexual stuff.
Oh,
so
that kind of party. Go ahead.
You let me know if I should click a button. I feel like I probably.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do it.
Okay. Next one.
I was like, that didn't seem very sexual. That
Not
seemed
yet.
like
Huh. Did that one play?
No.
Oh, maybe they're not working.
Not working.
They're
There.
labeled as things like power fuck and spice to come. Which
Got a discount on that one. You may, hopefully that came with a bottle of Lysol.
when I plugged it in the first time, and Amy and I were both like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
no, what is this?"
Lysol, yeah, definitely. Eric Henderson, I watched both you guys in camp. I love the variety you guys offer. Chris, as someone who was on that show, would you agree that John's is a little too formulaic and Kristian is a little more organic? I don't think a little too. I mean, go ahead, Chris. I'll let you answer that.
I don't think it's too formulaic. I think he is formulaic, and that's what works for him. He does it like it's a pundit show. It's like a Sports Center kind of thing, right? And that's the way that he does it.
That's his
That's the
strength.
whole thing.
Yeah.
And then over here, and this was something that Kristian talked to me about before I came over onto the show too, of just like, this is a more free-flowing thing where it is a little less structured. We are probably going to go on tangents, so don't feel like you have to like stay in one lane. And so both shows have their merits, you know? For me, I love a side quest, so I feel like this kind of works for my brain a little bit more.
Yeah.
But obviously the structure works really well, and a lot of people tune into that.
Yeah, he's the best at what he does in that side of it. He always has been. Like that's his thing, and he does it very well. It's just never really been my thing. I will say I did his thing well with him. Like when I was on with him, like we had a good banter, and I could do that when I was on. It's too much for me. It's too much for me.
I really just liked to break him.
Didn't make him laugh.
Yeah, when you get John just like going and he's wheezing, it's the best.
It's the best. Stuart Blackie 6771. Hello, my partner hasn't seen anything MCU, so we're watching all the films to prep for Doomsday. We just finished Avengers 2. The combo we has come from listening to you guys. So thank you, Stuart. Go and watch those. You want to see someone witnessing the MCU for the first time as well? Sam, like it was one of my favorite experiences to watch her go through that. But I'm glad that you're doing that. It's great. Okay. Spoontastic 95. Friday should be completely made up stories. We should do a segment of made up stories for sure. Something
go full onion with it.
Yeah. This is really funny actually. Nathan Drake. Is that Scorpion? Is that Sub-Zero? Whose father is that? Your MK reaction was hilarious. I had not seen the 2021 version, and I know more about Mortal Kombat than Ming does, but that's not saying much. And then we were every other comment is like just making fun of us somehow. Who's that? Is that Raiden? No, that's Raiden. Is that Raiden? And then have you seen Wedding Crashers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not Wedding Crashers. Wedding Singer.
Yes. Love Wedding Singer.
So there's a scene. The guy who plays his brother-in-law is a guy who's in Goodfellas, and Ming is in the middle of doing. He's saying something, and he's like, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, you remind me of the guy from Wedding Singer. He's like, oh, I said something. I don't know what I said, but I said something. and we kept saying that. So every other comment is like, I said something. I don't know what I said, but I said something. And yeah, that Mortal Kombat thing was something else. It really was.
I'm so excited to watch it this weekend.
Yeah, it's good. Stuart Blackie, her favorite is Thor 2 over Cap 2. That's crazy. Thor 2 over Winter Soldier? Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I will say, and I know this, I know movies are completely subjective, but I challenge all of her tastes and everything to hear that she likes Thor 2 over Cap 2.
Yeah, but I could do the same thing with you, because you would rank the Marvels over Thor 2, right?
No.
Oh, not anymore?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because it's one of those things that retroactively Thor: The Dark World gets better.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's still not good.
It's not better than, in my opinion, not better than Winter Soldier. But I always like Thor 2. I think people were harder on them. I think the villain is the farts, but I think that overall it's pretty good. But Chris, are you a Thor 2 girl or not really?
I'm okay with Thor 2. I think it is a weaker film, and I'm also just mean. And my favorite part of Thor 2 was I went and saw it in 3D. And it was only me, my brother, and my husband in the theater. Okay. And that moment when the birds fly out, Logan screamed and dropped on the floor because he's terrified of birds.
That's hilarious.
And my brother just the rest of the day would cackle and point at birds and be like, ha, your enemy. Ha, you fucking idiot. It was magical.
Imagine Makuga. Did I ever tell you the time when because Makuga was famously just scared of everything, especially horror movies?
Mhm.
Like, it was really, I mean, it was so animated that people thought it was a bit, but it wasn't. He just was terrified of all this stuff. And so we took him to see It Chapter 1 in the theater. And he was screeching and hollering and going, so much so that a woman on, I think it was Hollywood Reporter, wrote an article about him, about how there was a grown man screeching and like just obliterated him. And we were like, we couldn't believe that she was like harassed him the way that she was harassing him. Eventually she took the article down, but it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Anyway, Panic Mundial. I would love to see Chris have an anti-deep dive character, someone who forgot to do the deep dive and starts improvising nonsense.
That actually be
good
pretty
too.
funny.
That's great. I like that a lot.
You gotta have PLD's writing all this down, right? PLD? No, he's not.
Or oh my god, or even the contrast of you have one person that did their homework and one person that didn't. So like,
I know. Well, yeah, it's funny you throw Julie. Well, now we know that now we go to Deep Dive Dina, who is going to be, or whatever her name is, and you throw to her, and she's like, I thought this was supposed to be for Thursday. No, we said Tuesday. Oh, okay. And then it's like, yeah, no, I'm prepared. And then she absolutely just makes up nonsense. That would be pretty funny.
yeah.
You know who we'd have to get to guest on this show if we do this? Brett.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I was going to say he's the best at that kind of stuff.
Brett would have to be on the show. He would have to be on it. It's a Flirt and Floss would have to make an appearance. You have to. Comic Lover. Deep Dive Friday sounds right up my alley. All right, let's see. Yoshimitsu, you wouldn't be stepping on movie fights if you picked non-movie topics. That would be super fun. That's
Also a good point. Because like again for the whole like Vrabel Rossini thing, like the idea of like no, let me in defense of like Diana Rossini. I don't think this is like, and then just I don't think she did anything wrong. Like you look if this alleged, never mind. I'm gonna stop before I say something that I can't.
PLD's got a great comment. Deep Dive Dina sounds like someone who works with Penny Barber.
Yep.
I could probably get her to do something too on the show too. That's the other thing. We get guest appearances of people to do things too, which would be fun. Edit the movies. Been busy with work promotion. Happy to catch live again. Thank you. Love the ideas of deep dive or talk movies or soundtracks, y'all's favorite scenes, dialogue. Yeah, I mean, Chris is taking these notes in her head. So we're going to be. Yep. Ryan, my favorite day is Friday with Winston and Chris. They bring it. They have great chemistry, entertain, and I leave feeling that I hung out with friends.
Oh, thank you.
Tony Ravioli needs to make a comeback. Well, I can't bring Tony Ravioli back without the big man. Thank you, Carlito. That was something we used to do with Schnepp. But yeah. Conrad, what is the nerdiest thing that you are obsessed with? Obsessed? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm obsessed with. I don't think I'm really obsessed with anything.
There's a lot of things, I guess. It just depends on how you feel about nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm really into Sailor Moon and Lord of the Rings, and I probably know too much about the Muppets. I do know too much about the Muppets. We'll be fair.
Well, there you go. I've mentioned this many times over, and I think that Kalinowski disagrees with me thoroughly, but I think you will agree with me on this. It's not my idea; it's William Bibbiani's. I never agree with Bibbiani on much, but his idea that the Muppets should host the Oscars, I think, is brilliant.
It's all I want. I think it would be so good. I think it'd be so fun.
It's brilliant.
Also, I was heartbroken to find out that Mike hates the Muppets.
I know.
It hurt me on a cellular level.
Mike hates the Muppets.
He hates them. Which I countered with, do you hate theater kids? Because I can understand that. And they do have that. Yeah. Which I was like, I find this very, very personal.
But I also understand that because I was also a theater kid and I hate theater kids.
Oh, yeah. Denny's hated to see me coming. Oh, man. I'm going to be there at 10 p.m. and I'm going to be like, do we want to sing Rant? That was insufferable.
I just smash a moons over my hammy over your head if you start doing that in the middle of a Denny's, bro.
Yoshimitsu 5537. A while ago, Princess Positive had Chris talk about fan casting Lord of the Rings with an all Muppet cast. Fun speculative games like that would be great. Okay, these are all great ideas.
Like
yeah, Johnny Patriza, Brett's daily weather report.
I forgot about that.
He just comes in and just says, "Hey, things are happening outside. It's raining. I gotta go fix my toilet." Dean Lewis, what's up, Dean? Love the idea of sort of an SCN like show, but no robot and angled more towards comic IP stuff. more riffing bits and interactivity. I'm so sorry, Lex. Yeah, the problem with SEN Live is the show is just too expensive to sustain without the damn robot, right? And so that's why you only get. I mean, the fact that 2 guests are almost too expensive for this show. So I mean, when we had 5 or 6 plus an engineer and everything too, it was just that show was outrageous to keep on the air. Ed at the movies, Chris, love the hear me out idea. Squirtle is goat. Who's Squirtle?
Squirtle is the goat. The 3 starter Pokemon, Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur.
When you start in the original in the Kanto region.
Got it. James Wheeler. Hello, everyone. Chris, does Chrissy Denizio speak with a Boston accent?
Ooh, sometimes. Okay, so Chrissy Denizio, for those of you who don't know, is my drunk alter ego.
Yes.
And
would she be able to be on the show?
She absolutely could. And we probably would nail it down of she probably would be from Boston. She is a masshole.
Okay.
But the character kind of came more from 3 Bourbon Chris, who has a very Piper No kind of voice.
Okay.
Because after like 3 drinks, I'm like, and you know what, y'all, this is another thing that we need to talk about. Because I'm sick of it. You know, I'm just sick of it. Give me another drink.
It's like, you know who would be Brett would be great for you. And now Brett's got a drunk character. He goes, hey. You know what? Hey. It's so good. So that would be
Really
great.
good.
Dream team.
Yeah. Alan Smithy, do 1 show a week where Roka and PLD co-host. Oh my God. Good Lord. All super chats would be tagged for either Roka or PLD. Whoever gets less chats has to do a 1-minute speech about why the other host is superior. It's actually a good idea.
That's a genius idea.
But all it would be if Roka, making fun of PLD's, weight or whatever too, and then PLD going after Roka and just laughing his ass off, like taking this and using bait and making Ed Harris references the whole show. That's all it would be. And then they'd probably wind up fighting through the screen. Johnny Patriza, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
That's really amazing. Yoshimitsu, hell yeah. Congrats to Chris and Winston's bookings. There you go.
Thank you.
Next one. After that, hold on. Where the hell is it? Can't find it. Oh, I got it. All right. Here we go. And that is from our good buddy
Ray Ho
Dominguez, who says, congrats on the new gigs, guys. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Next one, Wiley. Why not do a talent show with viewers? Oh, that's tough. That's tough because not everybody's great on camera. That's the answer to that. You're good. And I said there might be some other people great, but that would scare me.
That'd be a fun live eventually. If that's feasible of like audition, send in a self-tape.
Yes. And there will also be something about, what a few different people do. And we can try to figure out how you can do like phone calls and stuff too. But you basically would just you can do it through here where you wouldn't like perfect example. Like, hold on a second. Why isn't that working? PLD, unmute your mic. Please. Hey, we got PLD in here. PLD, why is it that Roka is the best host on Mondays? Right.
You got me on here now. First of all, you got to see, is that true? Is that true? I don't believe it is at all. He has no hosting ability. All he does is rant and rave about.
Oh, so he's gone. Just like that. See, no, we cut you off. You're out of here. So you do phone calls. Which is
surprise, motherfucker.
Exactly. Right, where is this one? Aiden Doherty, my creativity at the moment is on empty, so I can't contribute to what you all could transform the Friday show into, but I'm here today and in the future to support Capes or whatever the show becomes. That's awesome. Nice, very kind and nice. House Groove, I'm down for redubbing of trailers as characters. Think of the G.I. Joe PSA's inspiration. That would be fun, but it's like, you also got to make sure you do some stuff. You got to make sure you get it right. That could be interesting though. Again, with Chris Carr writing it, who knows? Maybe it could be really, really great. Matt Sinister McCall. Harloff, you getting early screener for Obsession? Which one's that? Is that a horror movie?
I don't know which one Obsession is. I
have to check in with it. I haven't heard anything about it, but that doesn't mean anything. Yoshimitsu, never forget Hal Justice bot Rudnick. That's still so. Are you guys, either one of you, familiar with that?
Mm-mm.
So how about the trial of JT? Do you remember that?
I know that one, yeah.
All right, so that was the same thing. So trial of JTE, Chris. So what happened was in season 1 of Schmodown, it was this was back when Schmodown was different. The rules were different. That you could essentially, we didn't have the third round was very different. It was a betting round, right? The third round used to be when it was at its prime, it was 3 questions. There's a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. But in season 1, it was just betting points. So you could essentially pitch a perfect game, but if you don't bet enough points and your other opponent does, you could win. That's exactly what happened. Ellis bet 0 points in his answer, and JT bet the farm, and JT wound up winning and upsetting Ellis in the first round. But during playback of the video, it looked at like one point that JT looked at Ellis's paper. So we said, there's something going on here. This is shit. We're doing a trial. So we did a trial, and I gave this trivia question to some people last time and see if they could get it. But I'll just tell you straight up. Originally, the prosecuting attorney, the defending attorney for JT was always Finstock. He's always going to be Finstock, and he's one of the best lines ever in there. He's like, this process of trial and error. This is a process of trial and error. My client being on trial, it's an error.
Yep.
but then the prosecuting attorney was supposed to be Andrew Santino. He was on his way over to be it, and then something happened in the last minute. He had to turn around, and I was like, shit. So I called Hal Rudnick, and Hal Rudnick shows up with a fucking robot thing as the Schmobot or the Justice Bot. And it's hilarious. If you haven't seen the trial of JT, it's up. It's hilarious. You can just check it out. Little Yankee support for whatever you three come up with. Look, the best thing for support when it comes out is that you watch it. If you can get the show to where it's like literally close to 800 to 1,000 live viewers, and then consistently winning in the super chat things, that's how you support the show. Acel, can we share Friday's show ideas on Discord? Of course. Yeah, and PLD will forward them over to Chris. Chris is in there anyway. So yeah, that'd be great. Jared, Winston, NBA commissioner, bald bastard, has a flopping problem. Next season, they need to crack down on refs handing technical fouls and fines. NBA is becoming unwatchable.
It's pretty bad. I'm not going to sit here and I won't go into a full sports thing, but Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is very, very good. But it's kind of insane watching how much he just throws his body around when nobody has touched him, and then ends up at the free throw line like 15 times a game. It's bad, man. It's real bad.
Gopal. Tara said Magneto on the real reactions, real rejects reactions too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was a quick one for me. Michael D. Support for the deep fried Futog Friday crew. Yeah.
How many? I mean, is that me going to Cowboy Carter and then Sarah J's?
Oh, that's great. That's great.
And because it's me taking a photo of myself in the mirror, it looks like I'm taking a photo of Sarah J. That's actually pretty genius, Mike.
Really good.
And I'm telling you though, if you would put Ellie Clutch in there, I broke my brain.
You didn't see that coming.
All right, go pal. Hey gang, doing deep dives would be great fun. Yeah, I think that's how we should start each show, is the deep dive. Zeke, fart, agreed. Miss Sith Council, yeah. Zeke, support. Comrade, favorite villain, prefer Marvel but can be anybody. Well, out of Marvel, Thanos for sure.
Out of Marvel, probably Killmonger, and then Loki. But Loki is almost a hero now, and then Thanos. Thanos is very good, but the two of them, Killmonger and Loki, were just really, really good for me.
It's funny. Killmonger was to me. I remember this very clear on it was like Movie Talk or whatever, and I said because Marvel had such a villain problem. And I was like, this is the best villain they've had, clearly. And it was unfortunately right before Thanos came in. And then he got dethroned real fast. But I was like, yeah, but I was like, man, he was really good. But you know, he had a very different agenda and a different reason why. Like you could understand like his pain and what was coming through. And then Thanos was just devastating.
I mean, no, he definitely was, but I guess that's the thing is that at least for Thanos, there was like a philosophical reason that he was doing stuff, and he did kind of have a little bit of the anchor. Like, I tried to warn them on my planet, they didn't do it, so I'm just gonna force everybody else to. Versus Killmonger's like, you murdered my daddy, you left me in the hood by myself,
Right.
and then you have the ability to free all these black people, and you just let them die. Hell no, I'm gonna kill all of you. Like,
What about you, Chris?
Kilgrave.
ooh, he's a good one.
Who's that?
Purple Man.
Purple Man, Jessica Jones, as played by David Tennant.
Oh, I didn't see that show.
Oh,
It is
dude.
that first season, honestly, is so freaking
Is
good.
that a Doctor Who bias though?
No, because as you watch it, you're like, oh my gosh, the 10th Doctor. I love him. He's so cute. Oh my God. Oh my God. No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
what a bad person.
His powers, Christian, just to like kind of help you get an idea.
Yeah.
He literally can just kind of essentially take over your mind and force you to do things. He gives like a hypnotic suggestion essentially, and then you just follow his command. So the way he manipulates people is insane.
Yeah.
The G-Man finals of Maul and Daredevil were perfect. I got to watch 7 and 8 of Daredevil probably over the weekend. I'll probably do a review of it.
It's so good.
Good. Okay.
Really good.
Maul was incredible.
I still have to finish Maul.
Yo, you got to finish Maul.
I got to start Maul.
Yeah, you got to finish it. Eric Hendershot, excuse me. As a Browns fan, loved seeing Tom Dagnino wearing a Bernie Kosar shirt. Here in Cleveland, Kosar is fighting for his life after complications with liver transplant. It's horrible. That's for our local hero. Yes, indeed.
Isn't Eric eye crapping shits?
Yes.
Yeah.
Johnny Patriza, we need a Roca Cut 6 segment each week. I mean, you probably get them for sure. 100%. PLD says no. Kevin says, let's talk movie business. Disney earnings were good. Definite a buy and looking good for Disney. What do you think? Disney earnings were good, definitely. Oh, I don't know. I didn't see the earnings. Did you see what the earnings were? You probably have to know that more, Kevin, about what they were. I didn't dive into that enough, but I'm sure if they were good. Yeah.
Well, and aren't they doing massive layoffs right now, though?
Yes.
So
Just did some, right?
Yeah, but I think that's an AI thing more than a loss thing. Aiden Doherty, congrats on both of your bookings.
Thank
There you go. Yeah. Mr. Crap and Shits, Winston, Chris, thank you for your report on failed breast augmentations in Hollywood. And now we go to big balls with That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And so and we have Joe who does the artwork for Big Balls. He'd have a field day doing stuff like that for sure. Go pal. Without Sam, you're even losing Coming to America. Oh yeah.
True.
100%. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Anderson, remove, change, and keep one endgame moment. Avengers Assemble. I'm Iron Man. Cap picking up Mjolnir. Oh man. Remove, change,
and keep.
One. So remove.
You can remove I'm Iron Man.
No, you can't.
It sounds weird. It sounds weird to say that, but that was like it was kind of the perfect ending. But they had another one that worked. He just happened to do it off rip, and they're like, "Forget what we were doing."
No, it wasn't off rip. That's not what happened. So he had shot something. He left. Then they came up with the idea and had him come back into the studio to shoot it, and then he did the Iron Man. You're talking about for Endgame, right? Yeah, no, they had him come back in and do it because he didn't want to do it, and then he came back in and they had him do it. It wasn't a riff. They had him come back in.
I was that he had riffed that, and they were like, "Oh my god, it brings it full circle."
From what I've heard, the report they shot something completely different, and then brought him back in to do it.
I could be fully off base. That's what I thought, but I feel like you can't get rid of Avengers Assemble though. Like we have been waiting for that forever. The whole Portals thing, like the I Am Iron Man was huge, but I think of those reactions and seeing all of them come back after thinking everybody was dead. There's no way they're going to do this. I feel like you got to keep that one.
See, I would change Assemble, and I would just change it up. Maybe someone else says it, so I don't have to lose it. I would probably, or you know what? I would keep Iron Man. I would change. See, it's so hard because you can't really lose Cap picking up Mjolnir either.
Yeah,
I don't know. You got me here. I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know what to do in this one. So you stumped me on this one.
Oh, it was planned during reshoots. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was playing it in reshoots. All right, today's the. Okay, never mind. I just saw something from Kevin. I'm just reading a text. All right, so let's go back right now. Sorry, get back to these comments. Where the hell did my comments go? There they go. Okay, back to it. And this is Dancing Dog 60. I love Chris and Winston. Question: imagine if Clive Owen had taken the Bond role instead of Craig. That was something that was going to happen. Yeah. As much as I love Craig, I think Owen is awesome. At that time, he is. At that time when he was up for it, he would have been great.
You think so?
Oh my God.
I love Clive Owen, but I've never seen him as like a kind of Bond like gentleman. I've always seen him as like kind of the anti-hero, like gruff.
Yeah, like so was Craig in that movie too. I'll tell you my favorite role that I've ever seen Clive Owen in to this day was Closer.
Interesting.
He's really good in that.
Oh my God, I remember seeing that movie in the theater, and I cheered for him like I was cheering for a superhero in the way that he was, because I was going through some shit at the time too, and like he was oh God, he was amazing in that movie, so good. But yes, he would have been able to pull it off. All right, maybe charades for the main topic and character, says Conrad. It's something, again, could be something. I feel like I see Chris's brain has opened, like all these like little like fairies and trolls are playing in her head, having fun.
I really am taking notes too. I've got my keyboard in my lap.
I know you are. Dancing Dog 60. I love to hear you talking acting technique. That'd be good too. That would be another funny character. Someone who's really giving voice of lessons, but it's like an old lady with like a wig and like glasses.
Oh, Caitlin Riley does a great version of that in her live shows where she acts like a Burbank acting teacher.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. Comic lover. Chris Carr understands me. I can die happy now. There you go. Cade Habert. I listen at work and every Friday at my office, and a lot of other offices have half days. Frankly, have not watched a live stream in close to 6 months. If the show was earlier, I might catch it. Problem is, I could do earlier. They can't. This is early for them. Like this is 9 o'clock for them. If for me, it was great to do 9 o'clock in the morning for me, but that's 6 in the morning for them, and so that's a real morning radio show, which I got no problems with, but I think they do.
I'm a monster, and I'd love it.
I know you would. Maybe Winston would.
I'd be so more caffeinated, you guys. I'd be
right. Dancing Dogs. Also, to give props to film editors, they can make or break a film. Yes. Easily. Absolutely. Look at Marcia Lucas and Richard. The director is, the editor is essentially the director, to be honest with you. They made Star Wars what it was. Yes. Yeah.
There was Robert Pattinson, not Robert Pattinson, Patton Oswalt. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Patton Oswalt has a really good joke about that.
Yeah, I saw it. Yep. Agreed.
I love that bit. Yeah.
Agreed. Okay. Let's see. Next one. Saul. Whatever this is worth, I tuned in for the past 8 years. Because everyone here is a character that I'm more interested in than the news. I watch Harloff shows like I do fictional ones for character arcs. Yeah, he gave me a really nice, to no one's surprise, voice note. And it was, he just said that when he loves the Wednesday shows because he feels like that's really brought out back the kind of Collider Live, SEN Live, Schmoes kind of side of me that I want to bring out here. And in this type of format, that is what would make me more excited than, just covering movie news. So, Johnny Patriza, Christian, any idea how many people, or if any people, watch Game of Thrones for the first time with Sam? Oh, it's a great question. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer to that. How many people have watched for the first time with them because of Sam? I don't know. I'd love to know that stat.
Maybe you could put a poll up.
I know, maybe it's true. Yeah. Go, pal. He's losing his mind, and I'm reaping all the benefits. Great. We used to have that clip. We should find that clip too. Jay Anderson, I keep one sequel, erase the rest. Keep one sequel. The Dark Knight, Terminator 2, The Two Towers, Winter Soldier, Empire, X2. Oh my God. Got to keep one sequel. Empire. Sorry, I love all the other ones, but Empire. Got to keep Empire.
I am inclined to say The Dark Knight. However,
with that one,
Empire also makes sense because the rest of Star Wars doesn't happen if you don't. Whereas The Dark Knight, you got one more movie and you're out. The Dark Knight is arguably my favorite movie of all time, or it's at least in the Mount Rushmore conversation for me.
Chris?
Two Towers. And also, I realized recently I've never actually seen any Terminator films.
Oh my God.
I've just gone on like the ride at Universal Studios and seen
Hold
clips.
that. Well, then hold that. Yeah, that's one. That one I might actually do at least 1 and 2. We could try to do together.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, don't watch those.
Okay.
1 and 2 because the other ones.
I'll stay the course.
Yes, no one will care about the rest. Dancing Dog 60. Question to all of you: if you won the Powerball, what would you do? Buy a film studio, feed the needy? I'd buy a childhood movie theater, $5 tickets. Great. How much is the Powerball?
I guess he's assuming this is a billion dollar Powerball.
Oh man, billion. I mean, yeah, I would. I mean, first of all, even though for passion project, I'd want to. As far as the selfish side, I would make my series. I would do that. I would, definitely donate to charities for sure, 1,000%. I would create and do everything that I want to do with this show. I'd say, Chris, here's a budget. Go do this. Go make the show for Friday and do whatever the fuck you want to do. And I'd want to really put money into it that way. But I'd also just retire and live on a beach.
I would. Well, one, you wouldn't know, but there would be signs, as people like to say. But I would buy a place in all of the acting meccas. So like here, Vancouver, New York, Atlanta, London, all that kind of stuff. So I could work wherever. And then the second thing, then also doing my own projects, is I would actually put like a fund together of maybe like 10 or 20 million. And I would hire somebody to run it. And I would tell all the homies, don't ask me for shit. You want anything? Here's the foundation. You go have some minutes for that. And when that money gone, I don't exist anymore. Don't come to me. I'll put the money aside. So like, if you want to go buy it, you better petition for it. I don't know what to tell you.
Chris?
They're charities. I would donate to things about food scarcity, and I would like to have a senior dog rescue. There's a really cute senior dog house in Rhode Island, and I love it. I would get an apartment in London and make sure that my parents could take whatever vacation they ever wanted.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. All right, let's blast through this. We've got quite a few. Dark Smirk, if you ever do reaction with Chris, Winston, your internet's going nuts.
Lord.
It should be Fast and Furious. You've seen the Fast and Furious movies?
No, I've only seen Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh my
You've
God.
only seen Hobbs and Shaw.
Right.
Yeah, Cambia took me to a press screening of it, and he was like, "What? Why are you here?" Because I went, "Well, I understand this movie. I've never seen a Fast and Furious." And he was like, "What's wrong with you?"
Oh my God, PLD Luke, we gotta get on that. I didn't realize that. Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and the Fast and Furious movies. All right, we could at least give that a shot. The movies about cars going fast. She is Chris Carr. Just a suggestion. I mean, it's a good suggestion and one that we should definitely do. Nathan Drake. Lots of new rumors for Lordy as Bond. Thoughts? I don't love it. I don't love it for a lot of different reasons. One, I think that you could give it to someone else that needs that extra jump. He doesn't. He's got enough, and I think he's too tall for Bond. I think he's too tall. He's gonna look like he's gonna be beating the piss out of all the villains. Like the villain, there's gonna be any villains that are taller than him.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like it. I actually hate it. Johnny Patriza, Josh and the U.S. movie promotion in studio was gold. Oh, us, U.S. So did you ever see that, Winston, when they were promoting Us and they actually had one of the tethered comes in with the scissors and chased Josh around the room? He was screaming like
no, I did not see this.
Yeah, that should be somewhere. We should. I don't know if we can find it. PLD is searching for it. I can see him searching for it. But that'd be a good clip to show. Go, pal. You also have to work in Winston not listening. Yeah, that's true. Could do that too. that happens often. Johnny B.
Jesus.
Thor 2 over Iron Man 3. Nah, Iron Man 3 gets better, especially now you know what Trevor is all about. It gets better. Dancing Dogs. As a kid in the 70s, I remember adults at my neighborhood theater smoking weed and sneaking in wine at the movies. Friday nights was a real party. I mean, yeah, I'm in the 70s, no rules. We'll do it more than that.
That wasn't exclusive to the 70s, friends.
I know. Comic Lover. Thor 2 over Cap 2, dude. Is it too late to break up? Yoshimitsu. Yes, anything to bring Brett back here and then. See, the thing is, Brett would thrive on that type of show. And that I've been trying to find a way to get Brett to come back, and that's a way to get him back. Because movies, he's just gonna sit there for a little bit. You don't know about it, and I hate that when it happens because I got to throw to him and he just sits there, and it's like, and it's not good because like I want to be able to talk to him about it. And he's hilarious, one of the funniest people I ever met in my life, and you just sit there when we're talking about movies. It's not worth his time. Nathan Drake, Dune score over Lion King Gladiator is crazy. Hey, you don't listen to it the way I do, so it's crazy to you. All right. Mild-mannered comic nerd. Wait, Power and Spicy? Haha, I see you, Chris. That's hilarious.
Friend, the board came preloaded with the
Sure
pre.
it did. Sure it did. Jay Anderson, rewrite the ending of 1. Endgame, Usual Suspects, or 7.
I've never seen Usual Suspects, so I don't know the end.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so good, Winston. You're so lucky.
You can't rewrite the ending of that movie. Or Endgame. I would 7. I'd just say she lives. Yeah,
that's nice.
So, that actually would be interesting. That what's in the box is
not birthday cake.
Yeah,
didn't happen. Nathan, do you have the Stallone Budweiser song? Do you have that on there, Winston? It would be on that one, or it might be in the other one that I had. It would be in like.
I don't think so. I've kind of gone through everything that was
must have been on the other one. Johnny Patrizia, Chris, where are you at the One Piece anime?
Oh, I had told you guys I thought I was in like the hundreds, and I'm not, and I haven't gone back to watch it. I watched a bunch of episodes of other animes this week when I was sick. But I'm right after Chopper decides to go with them, so like episode 92.
Oh shoot. Okay, well. Abernath 3513. Which ghost Pokemon do you evolve into after contracting the Hunter virus? Hold on.
A gangrene gar.
Whatever that is.
Ooh, well done.
Thank you.
Jay, restore 1 trilogy. OT Star Wars, Dune trilogy, or Lord of the Rings. Restore 1? What does that mean though? Restore it. What do you mean restore? Remake or restore?
Like I don't know.
I don't know. Jay, I'm sorry.
Correct?
Yeah, I don't get that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jay. I missed that one. The other ones were on point. Dancing Dogs. WNBA is more watchable than the NBA. Changed my mind.
Right now, just with the flopping. The flopping is pretty bad in the NBA right now.
Flippy floppy.
Flippy floppy.
Acel. Obsession is a horror movie by Curry Baker. That's a bad idea. The TikToker YouTuber who got hired for Texas Chainsaw Reboot comes out next week. No, I haven't gotten the screening for that one yet, but maybe I'll check in on it. Thank you for letting me know. Connor, for the Friday show, you should all roll around on the ground and pretend to be snakes while doing the topics. It would be glorious. Yeah, I'm a bad back.
That's how we can make more money. That's almost every acting class here in LA. I'll pay you $150 and go.
Yeah.
That's how I got my degree. I had to be a koala for 2 hours straight.
Oh,
What
Oh, hi. Watch the camera.
I can't protect you.
Josh, for those who don't know, so we just had a visitor coming in on this. Josh, look up it. She's gone. She's gone.
Open it. Open it. Okay, Rox, you open it.
Why don't you open the box,
Thank you
Josh?
so much.
We have guests
That is
here
very lovely.
from us.
Josh, I think this is for you, honey.
Yeah, that is
you
pretty.
go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's
Yeah.
no, she's gone. She left.
Done.
She left.
We're gonna have to fix this studio.
We have guests in the studio right
so
now.
much.
It's,
So nice.
yeah.
Josh, it's not nice to not open a present when you get a gift.
So the best.
She's waiting for you to open
So
it.
what's-
I don't want to die,
No one's gonna kill you.
Nobody's gonna die.
Although I'll tell you
Okay.
what, she's definitely doesn't look like she likes you very much.
You want to open this on the floor, Josh, or you want to come to the big boys table? I can't even twist my chair back around.
You're like protecting him there.
I'm a bug. I don't know if I'm the best card.
There better not be like a weird.
You shield him
If it's
from...
if it's a mask of your, I don't know what do we got going. Oh my goodness! All right, yeah, that's all real. That's how he was.
Oh my god!
I
This was
can't
not
cast
good.
stones. I'd have that same reaction.
Not from that, but there's a reason why I would never go to Hollywood Horror Nights, because I would just be a menace.
Oh, my fight or flight's too strong. I'll clock a scare performer.
I have
I'll
done
punch
it.
him right in the throat.
Dude, I got banned from Not Scary for 5 years for that.
Well, we got quite a few. Let's go. So, G-Man, congrats on the gigs, Winston and Chris. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nathan Drake, thoughts on budget for GTA 6 being 1.5 billion? What?
No.
No.
It's been a long time. I mean, they've been developing the game for forever.
Search that up, please. That's crazy. Michael D, need more crack commentary Fridays with Winston. I got to see that. Yeah, so you're going to write that in there, Chris? You already have that on your list?
I already have that one.
Amazing.
I'm
Jared LT78. Did you guys see Guy Ritchie? What did you guys see? Wait, Gary, Ritchie, and Michael episode, them driving Gary to Indiana. It's funny, but also depressing as hell. No, I didn't see that.
I don't know what that is.
No, I don't know what that is. Nathan, Cap has to be the one to say assemble. I mean, yeah, it's probably it's true. It's true. Enrique and Ratu. Winston, have you seen Goodfellas or Casino? He hasn't, and we're planning on it. Yeah, we're planning on it. Oh, from the Bear, Jared, is that what that's from?
I remember an episode where they go to Indiana.
That's so they released.
They did an extra episode.
They released an episode the other day with Jess Cousin, and it's a prequel with him and Bernthal.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll have to go watch that.
It just dropped on Hulu like 2 days ago. I haven't watched it yet, but yes, that's from the Bear. Thank you.
Yeah, according to an interview with the CEO, they're saying that the budget between marketing and production, it's sitting somewhere between 1 and 1.5 bill.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I mean, it'd probably make that over and then some.
Yeah.
Just talk for a second.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I gotta guess what you're eating there, Connor.
No, don't guess that. Just keep talking GTA.
Okay, yeah. So no, GTA for sure. I think that's the thing. I think that knowing the sales that game will do, that it sounds absurd, but I don't think it matters as long as the game becomes what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Their lifetime sales is over 460 million for lifetime. So
billion. 460 million?
Like copies.
How many units? How many units they've done?
Units.
Guess what I'm eating, Connor. I'm gonna guess say Subway Italian BMT.
I'm gonna go bacon.
I'm gonna say I don't know, and I didn't cheat and look ahead.
If you get Subway Italian BMT on Italian with extra banana peppers, you'd be correct. So Jim, I'm gonna get a sandwich. Eric Hendershot. I said it again. Winston going over new movie releases that week, but full on crack previews, and to Chrissy Denizio with sports. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Nathan Drake, Odysseus, let's go. Did sound strange. I don't know why. I loved that trailer.
I did too.
I loved it. Eric, maybe a monthly girls' night show with Chris and Sam. Maybe Roxy and Steph can show up from time to time. I love the idea. Just scheduling wise, there's no world you're going to be able to get Sam to do that. She just doesn't have the time to do it. But I am shooting a pilot episode, which I don't know how it'll do. It's not going to be live. It's just going to be a pre-tape. I'm calling it Three Friends, and it's just me, Ming, and Sam inside the studio together talking. I don't know how to do. I might eat shit, but we're going to try. Connor Mullis, I'll be right back. Got to count my fingers and toes quick to make sure that I have them all. Congratulations. Next one. Connor, update. Fingers and toes are there. I was worried. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you, Connor. Johnny Patrizia, we're gonna make you do this until you're 100, Christian. Yep, till you're 100. Yeah, that makes sense. Yoshimitsu would love Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes Demolition Man reactions with Winston. Demolition Man is my favorite slime movie. It is so clever. I love the movie too. I'm just so we have to bail on Rambo because
it did the last one not do very well.
Ate a pile of shit. Didn't even hit 3,000.
God damn.
It ate it. So it was like real bad. So at the bail on that, I'd either try Rocky, try some of these, and like I said, I got to reset and think what we're gonna do first. Connor, if I won the Powerball, I'd probably buy a case of Busch Light. Fair. God, I love it. Give me more, baby. All right, crush it. Aiden, my MCU movie hot take is that I prefer Iron Man 2 over 3. I love Iron Man 3, but the father element of 2 and Tony creating an element and actually getting to be a scientist really hits for me.
That's fair.
Totally fair. Yeah. Johnny Patrizia, do we have the JCVD cookie bit? So we're actually doing. We're gonna make. I think Kevin's making a short out of that soon. I know he's working on that. I mean, some of the shorts that we did from the old Collider Live stuff has been working pretty good for us, so on Instagram and YouTube. So we'll probably post that too. Nathan, sources say Lourdes is in pole position for Bond. Oh, that's such a bad choice. Such a bad choice. Jay Anderson.
Rescore.
Oh, rescore. Did it say? Did it say?
It said restore. That's the correction.
Rescore. Lord of the Rings, Dune 1 or 2, or OT Star Wars. You know what's funny?
Dune.
As much as I said that I'd save it and I love it, if you're gonna out of those three, Dune.
Rescore Dune.
Yeah. I love the Dune score, but you can't restore. Lord of the Rings and Star Wars are just iconic. Dave Bautista, Mr. Freeze, Bane, or Hugo Strange.
Ooh, Hugo Strange.
Oh, Dave Bautista, who should he play? Got it.
Dave Bautista's Hugo Strange. After seeing that one movie where he's in the cult and they're in the cabin, like kind of harassing that couple.
Great in that. He's great in that movie. That was his best performance, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Cooley, what up, fam? What up, Cooley? My childhood friend of 33 years recently passed away. I'm so sorry. Your shows have gotten me through it. Kristian, thank you for the last piece. You're the best. You're the best. I'm sorry. That's really horrible. I'm sorry for your loss. But I love you as a person. You're great. You're a great human being. I'm glad that we could bring some laughs to you right now. Go, pal. What's Riley up to these days? Just a kid? Yeah. Riley, by the way, watching that clip, Riley has the best laugh. Yeah. He's got the best laugh. I love Riley's laugh. It's really great. Riley's the best. I talk to Riley all the time. Riley just right now is he's in babyland, and he's got like a kid. She's almost 2, so that's what he's doing now. But yeah, I love Riley. Go, pal. One of the scare people broke my niece's nose at a haunted house when she was in high school. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a lot of crazy shit.
And I've apologized for that.
Not well. DJ Case, I have a Star Wars question, but it's a mall spoiler. Should I wait? Yeah. First of all, thank you for writing it like that. Yes, because Winston hasn't seen it, and neither has Chris, and clearly they haven't been spoiled yet. I don't think you're going to be able to hold out too long from getting spoiled on what's going on, so you should watch it sooner than later. But I want to do. My goal is to get Sam Witwer on the show to do a spoiler discussion, and then you can ask there. Dancing Dogs. Gunn needs to introduce a Batman to save his jaw.
His jaw.
Yeah. He does need to bring in Batman.
Yeah,
I agree. Why does Bosk wear a Rebel Alliance uniform? Maybe he stole it. Maybe it's a trophy. Says Dancing Dogs. I don't know. Yoshimitsu. 3 Friends sounds great. We'll definitely tune in. Thanks. Yeah, that'll be a fun one because that one is going to be. We'll talk about because Ming is with Sam at the gym working on stuff. So we'll be able to talk about that stuff. We'll talk about his fitness stuff, that journey. We'll talk about Sam in general. Talk about a lot of the stuff, how we met, all those things. So it'll be a lot of fun, and we'll try it. If it does well and people want to see more of it, then we'll do it. Michael D, support. Who's in there now? Appeal D's in there now too. Is that? Oh, that's your girl you wanted, Winston, right there.
Oh hey.
Oh shit! Hey yo. Oh.
Dreams do come true.
Dreams do come true.
Yep. All right, let's see.
She's so bad.
Night Fox. What's your favorite Michael Jackson song? Oh man, I have to go through my favorites. I mean, tons, man.
There's a lot.
Dirty Diane is pretty good.
Either Beat It or Smooth Criminal or Blame It on the Boogie.
Probably Pretty Young Thing. Because Smooth Criminal, the cover is so good. That's it now.
Connor, Zippity Zap. I have a cat in my lap. Nice. Yesterday, it's so funny. We're watching the Batman, and you guys will see it in the reaction. Zoe Kravitz, who was clearly, I was definitely tired and in a mood yesterday. So she's Catwoman. I've seen the movie before. So she's at her house. Chris is gonna love this one. She has cats, 2 cats. So I go, what are those monkeys? Goes, no, they're cats. And then so anytime I saw an animal for the duration of the movie, I go, and those monkeys?
Classic Catwoman companion. That's perfect.
Catwoman with 2 monkeys running around.
Monkeys.
They're monkeys. Anyway, so all right. Well, you guys won the week. 1:30.
Hey, we ain't never win no more.
No,
Let's go.
Didn't even need to know it. Didn't even tell you about it because see, it's that kind of show today. People supporting, and 131. Let's see. What's your go-to Run the Jewels song? Oh, Light Sheet Steel. Love that song.
Love that song. Great
Love
song.
that song.
Great song.
Run the Jewels. I listen to it quite often. Dancing Dogs. Do we get to win this time? Oh, is that from? Oh my God. Do we get to win this time? Oh, it's driving me nuts.
I mean,
I know that line.
here, we never play this anymore.
Yeah, I know. You gotta come up with a new one.
Yeah.
I missed. So which one? Tell me. I don't know which one. Peely, what did I miss? Bring it up if I missed something. I don't know what I missed.
Oh, it's
Carlito
Rambo First Blood.
Oh, that's what I missed?
Oh, no, that's
do we
the
get to
line.
win this
Oh, do
time?
we get to win this time? Right. That's right. Thank you. We get to win this time. So I was so happy because Stallone liked one of my posts yesterday. I told you this.
That's
Well,
fun.
So I've interviewed him. I interviewed him for Creed, which is amazing. Speaking of Clara Live, when we were talking about Rambo 4, he took a clip from the show and put it on his Instagram of me talking. He said, "This young man gets it." I love that. And now the trifecta was that I posted a Frank Grillo clip yesterday about Grillo talking about him, and he liked it. So that's my third thing. Eric, Kristian, you missed a layup. When Cornelius asked what he was eating, you could have hit him with Roxy's clip. Which one? Which clip? Oh, cock, that one?
Ah.
Oh, that was a good one. There's quite we have so many great sound bites now that we haven't even played. You know, I give you a chance, guys, to even win more here. But let's see. These are some of the classics. We're gonna run through these real quick.
Did you shit in there?
That's probably the top
Love
of
that
the
one.
game right now, right? That's a good one.
I wish I knew.
Old school,
Mm-hmm.
real old school.
And you know this, man.
We don't use that a lot, but we should.
Mustard.
That
Love
one's
it.
good.
Please.
Hey, this is one of Winston's favorites.
Motherfucking Batman.
Let's say, here we go. What are you in the mood for?
Cock?
Yep, that one's always funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Willie.
I miss Pause It, bro. Pause It's hilarious.
Pause it
Oh,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah. That's a good one. He's got quite a
He's
ton.
got so many.
He's
You got to
got
milk that.
Hey, Harloff.
That was before 6'7" was even a thing.
Gotta milk that
Yeah.
And it plops on the plate.
Oh my
What is that one?
Gotta milk that teat. Gotta milk that teat.
Who are you? Ray who?
You blew it! And you blew it!
Let's see. Trying to see which. There's a couple more that I really like. Oh, this one's hilarious.
Walker told me I had AIDS.
Oh, there he is. There's my guy. Cause she got a great ass. Sammy.
Oh, that was
Sammy.
dude.
The fuck out.
You should dress as Remick and scare Sam during Halloween, bro.
Yeah, oh,
And then just behind the door, Sammy.
Oh, we're missing. Oh, here's one.
I love Snatch.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Some good ones. Really good ones. I got anything. I think we got some more here, and then we can call it a day. Hold on. Where's your oh no, we did that one. We did that one. Yeah, that one. I completely understand. No disrespect, none taken. Miss those characters. Love you guys. R.I.P. King Sweaty. Carlito, no disrespect was taken at that all. That was a fun time, and yeah, it was great. The real Red 5.
Not yet.
It's so good.
Not yet, but I heard it's apparently that British actors are taking all the roles, and I've heard
Hey,
it is hysterical.
Yeah, I did a thing where everybody should be hiring British people at hotels. King Chris doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
From Demolition Man?
She does. Winston doesn't know.
Yeah.
Jay Anderson, recast 1, keep 1, erase 2. Okay, recast. Oh, you got to keep 1, erase 2. Vader as James Earl Jones as Vader, Hamill as Joker, Whitwer as Maul. I would keep Jones as Vader. Recast. I mean, I probably have to. I mean, as much as I love Whitwer as Maul, you can just go back to Peter Svinovitz as Maul, and probably have to erase Hamill and Conroy. I'm sorry.
I am. Shit, man.
Yes,
that is
a hard one.
hard.
That's a hard one.
That is really, really hard. I'm erasing Maul for sure. I think I'm keeping Conroy as Batman, and I'm I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm erasing Jones as Vader, and I'm recasting Hamill.
All right. Chris?
Ooh. I'm gonna keep Conroy.
Okay.
I'm gonna erase Winter. I guess I'll erase Jones, which is crazy because Hamill, at least, there was a world where it was.
I can't take this anymore. I can't take this. What are these people doing?
Who are these fucking guys?
I mean, come on. Come on. What are we doing?
You can just use James Earl Jones for his ad.
You need to leave.
100%. But what was so good, the reason why I want to do that show on Fridays now is because Chris Carr 1,000,000% knew the assignment and kept speaking the way through when we came back. Still talking. Oh, good. All right. Comic lover. Winston doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. No, he's never seen the movie. Jackie, Discord is never short of ideas and inspo. There's even a channel for reaction ideas. Hashtag our show. I'm telling you. Can you, somebody in the Discord, somebody can actually, I'll tune in there more, even more so. Can you start a side thing about the pilot? I want us to, I'm always looking for, there's just so many things going on there. Can you make a side thing about the actual pilot? Because I want to go in there and take a look. All right, guys, great show here today. 138, crushing it. Big win here for crew. Even if, I would assume, even if we were doing with the new rules, I still think you guys would win this week. So, start Chris Carr. Chris, where can the good people?
Oh, if you want to follow me, my Instagram is It's Chris Carr, Chris with a K, Carr with 2 R's. If you are interested in voice acting, go on over to speakfriendstudio.com. So those of you who are interested in acting technique, vocal technique, go do that. And if you want more podcast nonsense from me, you can go check out 2 Filthy Casuals, wherever you get your podcasts. This week, we're talking about, is the rom-com back and could it help save theaters? Let us know how you feel about it and go check it out.
Winston A. Marshall.
That's not me.
No,
that's still not me. Oh, there we go. Another Drewsy sketch. I went in full whiteface. Let's see. The Swaggy Bird. Follow me here on YouTube. Follow me on all social media, man. I've got my Mortal Kombat the theater reaction up there right now. I'll have a review up later this weekend. Other reviews and stuff coming out. I've got another video essay coming out next week, which I'm excited about. Then Spill the Tequila on Tuesdays with Roca, Birds in the Hood, myself and Jay on Wednesdays. We do our reaction to both Reddit stories and internet stories on Mondays and Fridays, so don't miss that either. And then obviously see me back here.
All right, so thank you guys for being here as always, and appreciate you guys in general. This was awesome, and this is another Dancing Dogs. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Thanks to Chris Carr. Thank you to Winston. Thanks to PLD, to Luke, we got more coming in here. Hold on, guys. Harv's K. Keep one. Well, man, we got to bring them back up. Keep 1, erase 2. Honest trailers, pitch meeting, or how it should have ended. Keep 1.
And erase 2.
Oh, I hate to say this. I have so many friends on the other show. I don't know anybody from pitch meeting or how it should have ended. I'm going to keep pitch meeting. They make me laugh.
I'm going to keep pitch meeting. I think.
Yeah.
I really like all 3 of them, but I'm keeping pitch meeting. That was great.
Pitch meeting makes me laugh.
It's really great.
Yeah. There's another one. Aiden, I love Roca, but his opinion on Daredevil Born Again is insane. He says he prefers the Kingpin and Hawkeye. No way, really? To the one in both. He sometimes he comes up with stuff, and I just don't understand.
Doesn't make sense.
That's crazy. That version of Kingpin in Hawkeye was the shits. It was the absolute shits. The new episode of the Geek Buddies was basically them tearing Born Again a new one for an hour. I don't understand how they're watching the same show. Really? Oh, I gotta watch the last 2. But yeah,
so good.
Yeah, everyone loved that show from what I saw. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here again. Appreciate it. We will be back here on Monday, and like I said, go to Discord. If you haven't joined Discord already, give some more ideas. Let us know what you're thinking about the Friday show. Chris Carr is going to be coming up with some stuff too. We're going to put together design, probably look around like the July area to launch this version of the show as we build, and that way we'll be able to talk about it more in the upcoming weeks. And that's it. So thanks to everybody once again. Appreciate you. Very much so. I've talked about this. Please help me out on Instagram. I'm trying to get to 100,000. I was going to tell you to help get my writing partner to 100,000. She'll need our help. She's almost at 100,000 already with TMI Tammy. It's crazy. So go on over there and check her out, but check me out too. Thanks again. Appreciate you. And we'll see you on the flip side.
Did you shit in there?